One day in history, someone asked God, give me a home where the Buffalo roam, and thus God made McAlester. We're now into the final week of play for the 2022 calendar year, and although McAlester just came off of an incredibly competitive tournament, things don't get much easier at the Hill. A dangerous Shawnee team rolls into town, and the Lady Wolves are looking for revenge. The Lady Buffs looking to get back on track. Can they do it tonight? We're about to find out. Hello and welcome to Bob Relmy Gymnasium, the house on the hill in McAlester, Oklahoma. I'm Brandon Green along with Wyatt Hubbard, and you're tuned in to the Lady Buffalo pregame show here on KNED, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM, and on the KNED app. Tonight we have the Shawnee Wolves and your McAlester Lady Buffaloes partner. Losing streaks haven't been common to this group. They've only had one last year. They're going to be looking to get back on the right track, and a win tonight against a tough Shawnee team could help wipe the end of that tournament from the old memory banks.
Yeah, partner, you mentioned it. It was kind of a rough game last time out for these Lady Buffs, but if they could win here tonight and get back into that win column, they'll have a step in the right direction.
McAlester finished fourth in the Tahlequah Invitational. If you didn't get to tune in over the weekend or go to it, they beat Ponca City 6-8, 64-42. They lost to Tahlequah 57-45, and then they lost to Jinx 82-29. Against Ponca City, McAlester did what they do best. They forced 29 turnovers, and they turned them into points while shooting 50% from the field and 55% from three. As for the Lady Cats, they shot 28% from the field. McAlester even out-rebounded better than Ponca City. However, they had a major rebound problem against Tahlequah and Jinx, being out-rebounded 75-35 combined in those games. Opponents had 31 offensive rebounds alone. Corey Rainwater of Tahlequah set a school record with 20 boards against McAlester. In the Tahlequah game, McAlester had a 3-point lead at halftime, but was outscored 15-2 in the third quarter and went on a 9-minute scoring drought. For four straight quarters from the second half versus Tahlequah to halftime against Jinx, McAlester opponents committed 4 total fouls to McAllister's 18, and McAlester had no free throw attempts for 4 straight quarters of play. Against Jinx, nothing went right, and it's a game you just want to flush forever. 53-point loss is the largest in Coach Owen's tenure, but again, early part of the year, there's always the next game. And let's look at the Tahlequah tournament. Some players played outstanding. Jada Holloman, 16.3 points per game on 36% shooting. She averaged 5.3 boards per game and had 5 steals. Katie Allen had 12 points per game on 45% shooting, 36% from 3. She had 7 steals and 2 blocks. Jada Pons had 8 points per game on 59% shooting, 3.7 boards per game, 4 steals and 2 blocks. And as for Tyers Davis, she had 3.3 points per game, 4.7 boards per game, 4 steals, and 2 blocks. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll speak on Shawnee. You're listening to McAlester Basketball here on KNED.
Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAlester are both locally owned and operated. Both offer clean and comfortable rooms at a great price. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of McAlester Buffalo Sports, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. Remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American Inn Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester.
Look at all the new vehicles we have.
I know, we're getting new vehicles every day.
We want to make your holiday one to remember.
Receive a $500 gift card with each new vehicle purchase.
And happy holidays from all of us here at Fenton Nissan of McAlester.
Happy holidays! Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. Winter will be here before you know it, so call today, 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work, or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Welcome back to Buffalo Country. I'm Brandon Green along with Wyatt Hubbard here in the pregame show. We preview your Lady Buffaloes. Now let's take a look at McAllister's opponent, the 5A, 3-3 Shawnee Lady Wolves, coached by 15th-year head coach Wendy Wells, who has coached for every state tournament team in Lady Wolf basketball history except for one, and is responsible for the program's only gold and silver balls in 2012 and 2013 respectively, with an overall record of 274 and 101. Shawnee is 3-3 on the year. They're averaging 44.7 points per game, giving up 30. So far this year, they have lost to El Reno 42-28, lost to Central Tulsa 42-41 in overtime, and they lost to 6A Moore 50-43. They beat Lawton 59-12, Santa Fe South 60-4, and beat Bishop Kelly 37-30. They finished 7th in the Bishop Kelly Invitational over the weekend. Last year, they ended up finishing 10-17. They were eliminated in area consolation. They averaged 35.3 points per game and gave up 40.6 points per game last year. They were 1-13 when giving up 40+, and they were 7-2 when scoring 40+ last season. A big shout-out to Christopher Cox, the voice of the Wolves, for giving me this information over the weekend. Looking at some of the top players, you're looking at Serenity Castile. She has 46.7 field goal percentage and is averaging about 2.8 points per game, but also 2.8 steals per game. You're looking at Tylen Thurman, who's averaging 5.8 points per game and is 7 of 13 from 3. So she is really striking from downtown for the Lady Wolves. Daly Rice also is averaging 10.3 points per game, which is leading the team right now on 44% shooting, and she's only a freshman. So she's going to be a problem for Lady Wolves' opponents in the future. And also Annika Anderson has 5 rebounds per game, which leads a team in that stat category there. Again, looking at the AP rankings, the OSSAA rankings, as with the first rankings have come out this year. In week 1, Shawnee is ranked number 12, McAlester ranked number 6. Both teams have 3 wins on the season. Lady Buffaloes have 2 losses. Shawnee Lady Wolves have 3. These two teams played each other in the opening round of the Shawnee Invitational last year. Lady Buffaloes won 58-31. The Lady Buffs shot 63% from inside the perimeter, holding Shawnee to 24% from the field on the day. McAlester was out-rebounded 33-30, but they forced 19 turnovers to only 11 themselves. But Shawnee, still with great interior defense, they had 6 blocks against the Lady Buffaloes in that game from a year ago. One of the big players that came from that game that's going to play in this one today, Jada Holloman. She had 42% shooting for 12 points. She had 6 boards, 3 steals, and she leads the team currently in free throw percentage, points per game at 21.4, boards per game at 6.8, 2 steals per game. She shares that with Jada Ponce and Katie Allen, and she has 4 blocks on the season as well. Let's go ahead and look at some players to watch for McAlester. I mentioned Jada Holloman. Let's go ahead and start with her.
All right, well, Jada Holloman, she averaged 16.7 points per game during the Tahlequah tournament, along with 5 steals and 16.7 points per game. She likes playing against Shawnee, too. She's shooting 42% with 12 points and 6 rebounds. She'll look to continue her success against Shawnee here tonight. Also, Katie Allen had herself a terrific time in Tahlequah. During the tournament, she shot 45% from the field, 36% from 3, along with 7 steals and 2 blocks, averaging 12 points per game. But she had a tough time against Jinx, so we'll see if she can bounce back tonight against Shawnee. And Jada Ponce also had great numbers during the Tahlequah tournament, shooting 59% and averaging 3.7 rebounds per game with 4 steals and 2 blocks. she'll look to continue to contribute here tonight.
Which sends us right into our keys to the game for the Lady Buffaloes.
Some keys to the game for this one: draw more fouls down low and get to the free throw line. From the second half against Tahlequah to halftime against Jinx, opponents only committed 4 fouls to McAllister's 18, and McAllister had no free throw attempts. Lady Buffs will try to turn that around here tonight. And continue to force turnovers and get steals against Shawnee. McAllister forced 19 turnovers last season, and we know the Lady Buffs like to work off the steal and score in transition. So the Lady Buffs will look to continue to force turnovers tonight. Also, box out and get more rebounds. Give yourself second chance opportunities, not Shawnee. Against both Tahlequah and Jinx, McAllister was out-rebounded 75-35. In those games, opponents only had 31 offensive boards. McAllister will need to continue to get their boards and limit second chance opportunities tonight.
All right, so that will send us into our starting lineups. That'll be announced here in just a moment. We'll take a break. You're listening to McAllister Basketball here on K.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAllister and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to health care at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAllister.
Are you looking for the best customer service possible? McAllister Pepsi is your total beverage provider. From bar needs to school concession stands, McAllister Pepsi has everything in between. Fountain, vending, coolers, and cups. McAllister Pepsi has you covered. 2019 and 2020 and 2022 awarded Bottler of the Year. McAllister Pepsi has taken the hometown service to the national level with all eyes in the Pepsi world on McAllister. They're watching and wondering what's next. Visit McAllisterPepsi.com for more information. Locally owned and operated since 1939.
Welcome back to the House on the Hill Bob Brelman Gymnasium in McAllister, Oklahoma. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, joined alongside Wyatt Hubbard, and we're about to have our national anthem and our moment of silence here in just a moment. So let me not speak. Let's send it down over to the PA with Mr. Larry Barnett.
McAllister Buffaloes. McAllister Athletics taking nominations from McAllister Hall of Fame. Get your nomination forms at athletic webpage or at the website. The Oklahoma Secondary School Athletic Association and the McAllister Public Schools promote good sportsmanship by its student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Spectators are asked to support tonight's game by refraining from derogatory comments or behavior. We ask you to support the competitors, the coaches, and officials in a positive sportsmanlike manner. Remember, whether on the field or in the stands, be a good sport. Fans, please ask you to stand and ask for gentlemen to remove their hats. For the playing the national anthem, before playing the anthem, we'll recognize a moment of silence. Thank you. Now the national anthem.
You ready, partner?
That's basketball, buddy.
All right, let's send things right back down to Mr. Larry Barnett for the starting lineups.
Number 15, Tristan Napier. Number 20, Tylen Thurman. 24, Daly Rice. 31, Annika Anderson. And 34, Jocelyn Williams. Here's the starting lineup for your McAlester Lady Buffaloes. Number 5, Jada Allman. Number 10, Kinley Jones. Number 13, Jada Ponce. Number 14, Tyrese Harris Davis. And 23, Miss Katie Allen.
Those are your starting lineups for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes and the Shawnee Lady Wolves. Again, Lady Buffaloes 3-2, led by head coach Jared Oman. Shawnee Lady Wolves 3-3, led by head coach Wendy Wells. We're about to have tip-off here in just a moment, brought to you by Beautiful Rooms Furniture. For a great mattress at a great price, plus quality furniture, Beautiful Rooms Furniture on Wyandotte Avenue in McAlester. I love the band being back, don't you?
Oh, yeah. It just adds a whole nother level
Yeah,
to this atmosphere.
Coach Owens mentioned in the tweet after the game last Tuesday, which was the home opener, how much of a difference the band being in the stands makes. It makes an even louder environment here at the House on the Hill, and makes it more like the Loud House on the Hill. Lady Buffaloes, by the way, if you're listening on radio and not watching on YouTube, they're wearing their white-on-white home uniforms with the McAlester black font across the front and the black numerals on the front and back. Shawnee Navy jerseys with the looks like gray numerals on the front and back. Shawnee print across the chest in white. McAlester will be moving it left to right. Shawnee right to left. Tyrese Davis inside the circle with number 15, Tristan Napier. There's the tip. It's won by Shawnee, and it's basketball time here in the Heartland. In the backcourt, Lady Wolves with the ball, pass the high post, out to the far corner. Standing on the three-point line, they're going to work it around to the right wing. Again, just now getting started. High post. Working it back outside. Near corner three is on the way, and it is too strong. Ball's on the deck. It is taken by Katie Allen, and we have a tie ball, and it will be McAlester basketball. 19 seconds into the game with the defensive board by Allen. Allen, by the way, averaging 2.4 rebounds per game. She had 6 in the Tahlequah Invitational. So it's Jada Holloman. We'll pass it over to the other Jada. Ponce right back over to Holloman. Feeding it near corner to Jones. Jones to the circle, high post to Ponce. Ponce left elbow, driving in, tries to go for a contested two, missed it. She got it back, an offensive board, but then she threw it away as she was trying to find Kinley Jones along the near corner. Again, a top 15 matchup here tonight in MacTown. By the way, let us know where you're listening from on Twitter at Buff Sports Radio. We'll try to give you a shout out as soon as we can. Top of the key, driving in left side, skipping down inside the paint. 2-pointers up, airballed, rebounded by Holloman, and we have a late whistle here. And they're going to call a foul on, I believe, Holloman. Not on Holloman, it's on Ponce.
Foul 13, Jada Ponce.
Ponce pushed on the rebound, it seems. 7:09 left to go in the first quarter. Shawnee will inbound underneath the basket, feeding it to a wide-open lady, driving, missed the shot, rebounded by Jones. Jones hands it off over to Ponce. Ponce, ahead for Davis. Davis stops on the right block and scores, and the Lady Buffaloes lead here early, 2-0, a minute into the game. McAllister's going to try to show pressure. Pass to the top of the key, looking right. With the ball is number 15, Napier. Napier backpedals to the red line, passing it off left wing. Wide open threes on the way by Rice, and Rice sinks it. Rice, team leader in points right now, 10.3 points per game as a freshman, gives Lady Wolves a 1-point lead, 3-2. 6:36 left to go in the first period. Near corner, Holloman driving, stops on the right elbow, fadeaway jumper, can't get the roll. Davis fighting for the rebound. It rolls out of bounds, last touch by Davis. She had a good box out, but just couldn't handle it as she was in traffic on the right block. So Lady Wolves with a 1-point lead over the Lady Buffs. Across the half-court line, and Allen's going to be charged with the foul as Napier charged forward, and Allen couldn't really get her feet set. She kind of just pushed right back into her. That'll be team foul number 2 on McAllister. 6:21 left to go here in the first. By the way, the first one on Allen. McAllister running zone defense, dribbling inside, back out, straightaway threes on the way by the Lady Wolves, and they got both of them that they shot so far. That one by number 20, Tylen Thurman. She is now 8 of 14 from 3 on the year. That's going to get it done a whole lot of times. Much over 50%. Near corner 3, Holloman can't get that one to fall. Ball goes nearly out of bounds, saved by the Lady Wolves. There'll be a defensive board. They'll head the other way. Shawnee leading 6-2 over McAlester. Lady Buffalo's trying to break a 2-game losing streak, and Allen with a steal as she swats the pass out thin air. Driving one-on-one, left-handed layup is good, and the Lady Buffaloes pull back within 2. Katie Allen averaging 2 steals per game, gets another one here to start off the first quarter. Top of the key, we've got to travel. They fed it to a trailing Tristan Napier, and she couldn't get her feet set. So Jones is going to check out. Looks like it's going to be Kayla Johnson that checks in. Only sub right there for the Lady Buffaloes, trailing by 2. Holloman passes between the rings over to Johnson, skipping high post to Ponce. Ponce free throw line will take the jumper. Ponce can't get it to go. Ponce doesn't miss all that often. She leads team in field goal percentage at 52%. That keeps it at a 6-4 game after the rebound by Shawnee. Inside of the circle with Thurman. All 6 of the points so far coming from the 3 ball. Right elbow going inside. Reverse layup is no, that's not a reverse layup. Just underneath the basket, and scoring will be Napier to make it 8-4. Near corner, Johnson back over to the right wing over to Holloman. Between the legs, back pedals. Passing left wing over to Allen. Allen eyed the rim, passes far corner over to Ponce. Ponce off a screen to the top of the key to Johnson. Working back over to the other side, right wing. Holloman thought about the long 3, drives inside, pulls up right elbow. 2 is up and good. That makes it a 2-point game again, 8-6. Lady Buffaloes trail by 2. 4:37 left to go in the first quarter. Ball comes loose. Wolves take it back. Right front court, lobbing far corner. With it is Anderson. Anderson to the right wing, back over to Anderson. Ponce forced the turnover. Last touch by the Lady Wolves as it rolls into the McAlester bench. McAlester has led only once so far in the first 3.5 minutes of play. And they scored the first 2 points of the game, but since then, a couple of threes made by the Lady Wolves and 2 underneath the basket. Right now, McAlester down 8-6. 4:17 remaining in the first quarter. Red line, Davis passes over to the right wing to Allen. Allen looks top, passes near corner. Davis, man-to-man defense looks like being played by the Lady Wolves. Driving baselines, Davis, good move, lost the ball, stolen by number 31, Anderson. Good idea for Davis. Davis nearly got a steal herself to the right wing. They have the numbers 5-on-4 on the other side. Davis tries to follow back to the near corner. Wide open threes on the way. Looks good, is good. 3 of 3 from 3. Daly Rice makes it 11-6. On the season, they're shooting 26% from 3. They're 100% right now. Right wing, Holloman lobs the left wing over to Ponce. Ponce back over to Holloman. Right wing three's on the way. This one's too short. And McAllister's 3 ball, which they're averaging 33% from 3 on the year, has been cold over the last 2 games. They shot 14% from 3 against Jinx back on Saturday in that big loss. 11-6, Lady Wolves trying to strengthen their lead. Near corner around to the right wing, 3-pointer up again. This one is airballed, a heat check for the Lady Wolves as it goes into the cheer team of McAlester. 11-6, McAlester down, 3:13 left to go in the first. Bailey Marshall checks in, Davis checks out. Only sub right there for the Lady Buffs. Hallman will get the inbound and dribbled near sideline. To the right wing. Looks like a 2-3 zone defense rather being played by the Wolves. High post, Ponce nearly had a ball stripped. Pulls up for the mid-range jumper, and Ponce sinks it to pull McAlester back within a possession. 11-8 the score with 2:55 left to go in the first quarter. Right wing, trying to drive baseline. We have a charge! Ponce gets a possession. Running over her was number, I believe, 15. Yep, Napier. That's the first team foul on the Wolves, first personal on Napier. 2:50 left to go in the first. Lady Buffaloes trail by 3, 11-8. Holloman across the half-court line, passing left wing over to Allen. Allen top of the key, reversing direction to the right wing to Johnson. Johnson looking inside, no one's open. Top of the key over to Holloman, to the far corner to Allen. Allen back to the top of the key. Holloman for 3, in and out. Another missed 3 for the Lady Buffaloes. Right now they're really cold from beyond the arc. They've taken a few attempts, just haven't got one to fall yet. Right wing, skipping, far corner. 2:23 left to go in the first. Lady Wolves with the ball. Passing to the left wing. Rice takes the spot up 3. That one misses. Marshall, high post with the rebound. Ahead for Holloman. Holloman, will she try driving? She will. Left side of the lane. Finds Johnson wide open. Johnson too strong on the layup. And Marshall's fouled as she grabbed an offensive rebound and went back up with the shot. So they don't get the two, but they might have a chance at it at the free throw line with Bailey Marshall. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center for all of your animals' feeding needs. Visit us in McAlester, Kiowa, and Chakotah. Go Buffs. Marshall's first attempt is good. Marshall on the season now 3 of 7 from the line. Comes into the game averaging 2.4 points per game. Albertson comes in, and we have Johnson checking out. Lady Buffaloes down 11-9, 2:07 left to go in the first quarter. Second shot by Marshall. She left that one short. Allen goes after it, but it's rebounded by the Lady Wolves instead. So 2-point game, 2:02 remaining in the first in this top 15 matchup between the Lady Wolves and the Lady Buffs. High post, passing right wing, looks inside, passes inside, batted by Ponce, stolen by Albertson, stolen right back by the Lady Wolves after a picked pocket. Right wing, lobbing back out near the half-court line. Over to Thurman. Thurman dribbles to the left wing, will take the wide open three. They're giving it to her. She misses it, though. Rebounded by Ponce. Hit it strong off the backboard. Under 2 minutes left to go in the first. Behind the back dribble by Ponce, hands it off over to Holloman. On the edge of the circle, she dribbles up to the top of the key, backpedals back to the red line. Left wing pass over to Albertson. Albertson reversing direction to the red line. Around the world to the right wing. Marshall skipping off of the shin of Katie Allen, and that's going to be another turnover on McAlester. Davis getting ready to check in for the Lady Buffs. Davis coming in for Marshall. Both teams have 2 team fouls apiece as we have 1:23 remaining in the first. It'll be Thurman that takes it across the half-court line and passes high post. Looks back outside. Thurman eyes the rim and dribbles over to the right side. 1:11 remaining in the first. 3-2 zone defense being played by the Lady Buffaloes trying to take away the three. Near corner, passing down low to the high post. The left elbow two is no good. We have a rebound by Allen. A minute left to go in the first. Lady Buffaloes down by 2. Allen taking it across the half-court line. Feeding it left wing over to Holloman. Holloman backpedaling with a high dribble. And zone defense is being played by both teams here. Right wing pass over to Albertson. She hauls it in. Overhead pass to the near corner over to Holloman. And Holloman stepped out of bounds as she was trying to put some moves on her defender. That'll be another turnover in the Lady Buffaloes. Trying to take better care of the ball here in this game. They were averaging 17.8 turnovers per game on the season. Right front court, traveling. That's an unnecessary turnover there for the Lady Wolves, and Serenity Castile just kind of shuffled her feet a little bit, kind of drug the back foot. 11-9, Lady Buffaloes trail by 2 still with 36 seconds left to go in the first. Still looking for their first made 3 so far. Far corner, Holloman gathers the ball in the corner after it was nearly stolen. Under 30 seconds, past the high post, Davis traveled. And that will give the ball back to the Lady Wolves. Two-point deficit for McAlester. Pass across the half-court line. They'll take it. Passing left elbow. Dribbling to the right elbow. Back outside over to Thurman. To the right wing. Skipping down low. Finding Anderson. And Anderson will have a tie ball with the Lady Buffs. It'll stay with Shawnee. They'll inbound right at the glass with 13 seconds remaining in the first. Looks like it'll be Rice to inbound right at the glass. Looking for a lady down low. Good pass. No good on the shot. Rebounded by Holloman. 10 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Holloman driving to the rack. Mid-range runner. She got the roll. And the Lady Buffaloes tied up 11-11. 2 seconds. 1 second. Half-court shot at the buzzer is airballed. We head to the second quarter. 11-11. We're tied up here at the House on the Hill in McAlester, Oklahoma on KNED.
Vickers Power Sports of McAlester, your official Honda dealer. We are proud to announce a full line of Honda side-by-sides, ATVs, and dirt bikes. Vickers is also expanding our line of boats to include the all-new Sea-Doo Switch and Crest pontoons. Pre-sales have begun and inventory will be limited, so don't wait. Come see us, 1904 South Main, McAlester. Call 918-423-3306 or online at vickerspowersports.com. Vickers Power Sports, get your adventure rolling. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is under new management and they're ready to make a deal. Listen up. After 2023, the Dodge Challenger and Charger will be no more. But at Patriot, we're offering $2,500 cash back on all 2022 models. Select Ram 1500 pickups are just 2.9% for 72 months with approved credit. The Jeep Renegade is at 1.9% for 72 months, and the Wagoneer at 2.9% for 72 months. Get the best deals at Patriot Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
We got Charlie Gillespie tuning in. How you doing, buddy? Right over here to my right. 11-11 is the score. McAlester tied up with the Shawnee Wolves heading to the second quarter. It'll be Tyrus Davis, Jada Holloman, Jada Ponce, Katie Allen, and Avery Alberson checking in for the Lady Buffaloes to start the second quarter, tied up 11-11. Pass down low to Ponce. Ponce to a cutting Holloman. Gathers that underneath the basket. Goes up with a shot. She kind of got hacked, it looked like, a little bit there, but no whistle. She's got up kind of wondering where the foul was at. To the top of the key. They'll pass it over to the short corner far side. Tied up 11-11. That was going to go down as a block shot, by the way. Top of the key to the left wing. With the ball, number 20. That'll be Tylen Thurman. Passing left wing to Rice. Passing down low. Back outside. Near corner three by Thurman's on the way. This one's off the right rim. And rebounded by the Lady Wolves. Offensive board. They dribble it back out to the near corner. Both teams had 6 turnovers apiece, by the way, in the first quarter. So they're on pace for about, that'd be 24. Left wing. Napier feeding it short corner near side. Just near the out-of-bounds line on the baseline. Past the right wing, Rice lobbing it back, near side. Good look down inside, and the two-pointer is good to give the Lady Wolves the lead back from the left block. Annika Anderson making it 13-11 with 6:57 left to go in the half. Holloman passing between the rings over to Allen, feeding it far corner. Davis will take the spot up 3, left it short. McAlester still has not made a 3 yet in this game. A roll out of bounds, last touched by, looks like Ponce, who was trying to grab the rebound, contested in the paint. Again, McAlester really didn't shoot the ball all that well from beyond the arc against the Lady Wolves last year. Again, only 14% from 3 against the Wolves back in Shawnee, but they shot 63% from inside the perimeter. That's something that they're not doing really tonight so far, down by 2. Left wing. Thurman with the ball, dribbling around the red line, passing over to the right wing, over to Rice. Rice dribbles around her defender and takes over at between the rings mark. Passing back left wing to the baseline. Looks inside. Good pass to Anderson, backing up her lady. Back outside to the left wing. Right around to the right wing, short corner far side, driving baseline, feeding it down low, 2-pointer up. Good defense by Allen, rebounded by Holloman. Holloman behind the back to the top of the key. Great look inside to Davis, who's fouled and won. Oh, they're going to count it on the floor. So no shot. They're going to call it on the floor. So we don't get points, we don't get free throws. Instead, it'll just be McAlester basketball along the baseline. I believe that is the right call. That is the right call. She was well on the floor, got bumped to the side, and then went up with the shot. We would have all liked to see the N1, but that is the correct call. 13-11, McAlester down by 2. 13th foul on the Lady Wolves. Ponce looking to inbound, can't find anyone, gets it down low over to Davis, back outside, right wing. Alberson pump fakes and drives, skips out to the red line to Holloman. Down by 2, Holloman drives, goes up for the tie, left side of the lane, can't get it to go. Ponce offensive board, she's fouled. This one's on the shot. Ponce to go to the free throw line. This trip to the charity stripe brought to you by Big V Feed Center for all of your animals feeding needs. Visit us in McAlester, Kiowa, and Chakotah. Go Buffs. McAlster's already had more free throw attempts before this than they had in 4 straight quarters in the Tahlequah Invitational, by the way. Ponce misses the first one, though. Just rolled off the front side of the rim. That's only the second miss from the free throw line for Ponce so far in 2022. Alberson checks out. Johnson checks in. Ponce will try to bring McAlester back within 1. Shot up. And Ponce right down the hoop. 13-12, Lady Buffaloes trail by 1. They're going to turn up the heat here with the press. Under 6 minutes left to go in the half. Lobbing out, far side over to Rice. Rice gets a defender to jump over to the far corner. Stops baseline. Feeds it back out top of the key. Through the hands, but gathered back by number 13, Terrilyn Thierry. To the near corner, Holloman knocks the ball out of bounds over to the cheerleaders. It'll stay with the Lady Wolves, who has controlled the game. They've only trailed for about a combined 45 seconds. They're up by 1, 13-12. Inbound near corner. With it, Anderson feeds it left wing, back over to the near corner to Anderson. Looks like 5 out right now for the Lady Wolves. Cross-court pass to the far corner, looking back inside to Anderson. Anderson, shot is blocked by Holloman, and we have a foul on the floor. This one's going to be on Davis. Davis is fighting for a rebound and just getting knocked over. It was Napier. That's only Davis's first personal. Team foul number 3 on the Lady Buffs. Down by 1, 5:32 left to go in the half. Inbound near corner over to Anderson. Anderson tiptoeing around the line will feed it to the left wing. Around the world to the far corner. Over to Napier. Napier cross-court pass near corner. Back over to Thierry to the left wing. Rice for three. Missed it. Offensive board. Then the putback is good right next to the hole. And that makes it 15-12. McAlester trailing by 3 again. 5:11 left to go in the half. Top of the key. Feeding it left wing to Allen. Allen, don't believe has taken a 3 attempt so far. She hasn't been open to do so. Left wing, Holloman. She'll take the spot up 3. This one's short. 5 for the rebound. Rebounded again by the Lady Wolves. It's completely cold, the Lady Buffaloes so far. I believe they're about 0 of 5 from 3 right now. Left wing to the near corner. Spot up 3's on the way. The Lady Wolves missed that one. They've gone cold since they made their first 3. Rebounded by Davis, and Davis is hacked. That's team foul number 5 on Shawnee. Low-scoring defensive battle so far against two teams that are pretty good defensively. Shawnee only averaging 30 points a game. That's what they're giving up. Davis checks out. Marshall checks in. And Holloman will get the inbound with their team down by a tray. Far corner, Allen thought about the 3. Pass instead to the top of the key, around the world to the right wing. Holloman looking inside, no one's open. Straight away over to Johnson, to the left wing to Ponce. Ponce looking inside, no one's open. Top of the key to Allen. Reversing, right wing to Marshall. Marshall to Holloman. Holloman trying to drive on her defender. Lost the ball, driving to the basket. It's on the deck. Someone's fighting for it. Marshall gets on top of it. It's going to be Shawnee basketball as the possession arrow favors them. Buffaloes give another ball away. That'll be a turnover on the Lady Buffs. Kinley Jones will check in for Marshall with 4:19 remaining in the half. Hasn't been the best half of basketball for the Lady Buffs, but also give that credit to the Shawnee defense right now. They break the press, pass over to the half-court line. Rice back to the near corner, feeding it baseline, back outside. Rice had the 3, drives instead, gets it to the low post, and we should have an offensive foul, and we do. Shawnee fans don't like that, but she delivered an elbow to a post defender from McAlester. That'll be an offensive foul to give McAlester the ball back. Anderson with their first personal foul, team foul number 6 on Shawnee. 3-point lead for Shawnee. The far corner, Allen has been guarded up well by Rice all game. To the right wing, Holloman. Looking baseline, no one's open. To the top of the key over to Ponce. Feeding it over to the left wing over to Johnson. Looking down inside over for Holloman, and Holloman will be hacked by Anderson. Back-to-back fouls on Anderson. That's her second personal. And that will send Holloman to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Holloman shooting 75% from the charity stripe on the season so far. Again, averaging 21.4 points per game, which leads the team. The next closest person, Katie Allen at 14.4. Holloman bends the knees, shot is up, got the first one, and McAlester pulls it back within 2. Holloman's got 5 points so far tonight. Second shot by Holloman. That one won't go. 1 of 2 from the line again for the Lady Buffaloes. They are now 3 of 6 from the line on the game. Shawnee breaking the McAlester defense to the right wing, skipping it back between the rings over to Rice. Rice skipping back to the far corner, looking inside. Back out to the top of the key. 3-pointers up, and this one's airballed. It'll go out of bounds. Last touch by the shooter, and the Lady Buffs have once again a chance to tie or take the lead. 3:29 remaining in the half. Holloman across the half-court line. Looking left, passing right over to Johnson, standing on the Buffalo logo here at the House on the Hill. Reversing to the left wing to Holloman. Holloman overhead pass to Allen, top of the key, feeding it right wing over to Ponce. Ponce looking inside, no one's open. To the top of the key to Jones, reversing to the left wing over to Allen. Allen looking inside, 3:06 left to go in the half. Right wing Jones, no one's open. Dribbles, top of the key, driving, Holloman, left-handed layup is no good. Halfway down the hoop, popped out. Ponce nearly got she did get away with a foul there. She was kind of draped around number 34, Jocelyn Williams of the Lady Wolves. 2:49 left to go in the half. Lady Wolves again up by 2. McAllister's gotten some good looks. Again, just balls popping out of the hoop. Right front court. Skipping down low. Back outside to the right wing, Rice. Feeds it left wing. 3-pointer is up, and that one is good. It's about time that Tylen Thurman and the Lady Wolves got their 3-point ball back. That's her 4th one of the game made, and they lead the Lady Buffs by 5, who's still looking for their first, and Coach Owen's going to call a timeout. With 2:23 left to go in the half, Lady Buffaloes trail by 5 here on K.
The holiday season is upon us, which means family and friends will come to visit. And at Vickers Furniture, you'll get 18 months no-interest financing on select furniture, like sofas, love seats, ottomans, and recliners. Matter of fact, right now, take 10% off all recliners in stock. Plus, get your $10,000 drawing tickets, too. Come in for details. Vickers Furniture, 2nd and Wyandotte, downtown McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Welcome back to the House on the Hill, Bob Brumley Gymnasium. This game brought to you by Best Western American, Fenton Nissan, WE Offer Propane, Freedom Ford, Caring Hands Healthcare, The Bank N.A., Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, Pepsi Cola Company of McAlester, Vickers Power Sports, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, and Vickers Furniture. I'm Brandon Green along with Wyatt Hubbard. Thank you for joining us for another edition of McAlester Basketball. Lady Buffaloes trailing by 5, 18-13. They've had a lot of chances to tie or take the lead. They tied the game on a 5-0 run to end the first quarter, making it 11-11, but they lost the quarter by 5. Again, they've just haven't had those timely shots be made. They're still looking for their first made 3. Meanwhile, Shawnee has made 4 shots from beyond the perimeter. Jones inbounds into the backboard over to Holloman, and we're back underway. Allen, Johnson, Pons on the floor with Jones and Holloman, who we just mentioned. Left wing on the right side of the half-court line. Passing high post. Holloman, left elbow, turns, shoots, and she got the roll. Lady Buffaloes pulled back within 3, 18-15 the score.
Jada Holloman now with 7 points on the night, 3 of 11 from the field.
Across the half-court line, passing left wing, looking inside, no one's open. To the red line. Under 2 minutes left to go in the half, and a fast-moving first half. Inside the circle, who's made a couple of threes so far tonight. Tylen Thurman lost it. Holloman with the steal, 2-on-1. Right-handed layup is good, and the Lady Buffaloes pull back within 1, 18-17. As soon as Coach Owen called the timeout, a 4-0 run for the black and gold. Across the half-court line. Nearly got away with a travel. The student section 1-1 there. Right wing. Taking the three as Rice was left open. Nearly banked it in. Fight for the board. It'll go out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Shawnee. Or excuse me, by McAlester. It'll be Shawnee basketball. Davis will check in for Ponce. In a 1-point game, 18-17. Inbounding near corner. Passing left side over to Thurman, who dribbles around the arc all the way towards the circle. Johnson applying pressure. McAlester can afford some fouls. They've only had 3 called on them so far. Shawnee has put themselves into the bonus. Top of the key, passing right wing. Rice looking inside. Gives it baseline. Long twos on the way. Air ball rebounded by Holloman. Holloman. Then in the needle. High dribble. Nearly traveled herself. Gives it over to Johnson. Johnson for 2. Lady Buffaloes take the lead. Their first lead since a minute into the game. 19-18 the score. Johnson with a tough 2 along the baseline. Nearly behind the backboard. Not just quite, but she made that one. Right wing. Feeding over to the left wing. Looking down low. Along the low post, they'll dribble. With it is Williams. Williams driving. 2-pointer up. Hit off the bottom of the backboard and rebounded by Jones. Jones ahead to Holloman. Holloman looking inside. Pulls up from the left elbow to strengthen the lead. She got it. The pop-in shot from Jada Holloman makes it 21-18. Lady Buffaloes with their largest lead of the game, 3.
Yeah, Jada Holloman's starting to find it now. She has 11 points.
30 seconds left to go in the half. Shawnee's 3 ball's been working, though. One more of those will tie up the game, right wing. Back over to the red line. Long 3 on the way for the tie. This one's airballed, and it'll be Lady Buff basketball with 14 seconds remaining in the half. Can McAlester make it a 2-possession game before the end of the half? Jones will inbound it over to Holloman. Holloman directing traffic with 8 seconds. Jones to the left wing to the far corner to Allen, 5 seconds. To the red line, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, near corner. Jones, 2 seconds, 1. At the buzzer, Holloman got it off. She missed it off the left side of the rim. And we'll go to the second half with McAlester leading by 3, 21-18 here on KNED.
Best Western Inn and American Inn Lodge and Suites in McAlester are both locally owned and operated. Both offer clean and comfortable rooms at a great price. Best Western Inn and American Inn are proud sponsors of McAlester Buffalo Sports, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. Remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American Inn Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester.
Look at all the new vehicles we have.
I know, we're getting new vehicles every day.
We want to make your holiday one to remember.
Receive a $500 gift card with each new vehicle purchase.
And happy holidays from all of us here at Fenton Nissan of McAlester.
Happy holidays! Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. Winter will be here before you know it, so call today, 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work, or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, I'd say that the Shawnee Lady Wolves led the game for about, what would you say, about out of the first half, 14 out of the 16 minutes, but it's McAlester who leads at the end of the first half, 21-18. Let's go ahead and let's look at some of our halftime stats brought to you by First Realty.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs, whether residential or commercial. First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
All right, Wyatt, take it away.
Jada Holloman leads in scoring at the half with 11 points on 5-14 shooting from the field, 0 of 5 from 3, and 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. She also has 1 steal and 1 block. Jada Ponce has 3 points on the night on 1 of 3 shooting, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. She also has 2 offensive boards and 1 defensive board. Quickly going back to Jada Holloman, she also had 3 defensive boards. Katie Allen, she has 2 points on the night on 1 of 1 shooting. She also has 2 defensive boards and 1 steal. Kayla Johnson, 1 of 2 from the field with 2 points. Also, Tyharis Davis, 1 of 2 from the field with 2 points. She's got 1 rebound. And Bailey Marshall, she has 1 defensive board, and she's also scored 1 point on a free throw, and that's going to round out your scoring.
All right, let's look at our team stats now for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes and how they compare with the Shawnee Lady Wolves.
All right, McAlester on the night is shooting 41% from the field. Meanwhile, Shawnee at 27%. From beyond the arc, McAlester 0 of 6. Meanwhile, Shawnee 4 of 15. That's good for 27%. Also, from the charity stripe, McAlester 3 of 6. That's good for 50%. Shawnee has not taken a trip to the free throw line yet tonight. Also on rebounds, McAlester has 12, Shawnee has 11, so pretty even there. Both teams with 2 offensive boards, McAlester with 10 defensive boards, Shawnee with 9. Also, as far as steals and turnovers go, McAlester looks like they have 3 steals and 4 turnovers. That's going to be 7 turnovers altogether. And Shawnee, they have 8 turnovers. Each team with 1 block.
All right, so both teams played a lot cleaner in the second quarter after both teams had 6 turnovers in the first quarter. That kind of led to McAllister's resurgence later on in the second quarter. But when you're looking at the second half, what does McAllister need to continue to do or do better to be able to strengthen their lead and get a top 15 win?
Well, I think it's kind of been a game of runs so far here, Brandon. You know, in the first quarter, it seems like Shawnee just couldn't miss from 3, and then they kind of went cold there in the second quarter, and then you started to see McAlester come back. And, you know, McAllister's had some good shots. Some of them just aren't falling. And also, too, like we said, McAlester, so far from 3 tonight, they are 0 of 6. So get that 3 ball falling.
One thing that I say, and you're bringing it up, a great point when it comes to the 3 ball, you got to find a way to get Katie Allen open from beyond the arc. She is your sharpshooter. I mean, I say that we have got a couple of sharpshooters on the team, but Katie Allen, before the game against Jinx, she was shooting 54% from beyond the arc. Now, she got a little cold against Jinx, but she's still shooting, even though she went 1 of 10 from 3 against Jinx, she's still shooting 42% from 3 on the year. So if you can get her open and you can get her some time to kind of set her feet and make some shots, she's going to, or take some shots, she's going to make some shots. So find a way to get Katie Allen open. Right now, Shawnee has done a fantastic job of keeping her guarded off.
That's what I was to say. Shawnee defense have kept the corners closed off pretty much here tonight.
Yeah, with that zone defense. So if McAlester can somehow find a way to get Katie Allen open, I'm sure that she's going to start getting some 3 balls to fall from McAlester. And if Jada, if she keeps on taking them, she's eventually going to start making some as well. Just a cold start to her from beyond the arc, but she's making up for it with what she's doing defensively, on the boards, and also inside the perimeter. So I'm excited to see how the second half plays out. It's been a back-and-forth game, and McAlester leads it right now at the break at 21-18. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with second half action right here on KNED.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
Are you looking for the best customer service possible? McAlester Pepsi is your total beverage provider. From bar needs to school concession stands, McAlester Pepsi has everything in between. Fountain, vending, coolers, and cups. McAlester Pepsi has you covered. 2019 and 2020 and 2022 awarded Bottler of the Year. McAlester Pepsi has taken the hometown service to the national level with all eyes in the Pepsi world on McAlester. They're watching and wondering what's next. Visit McAllisterPepsi.com for more information. Locally owned and operated since 1939.
Vickers Power Sports of McAlester, your official Honda dealer. We are proud to announce a full line of Honda side-by-sides, ATVs, and dirt bikes. Vickers is also expanding our line of boats to include the all-new Sea-Doo Switch and Crest pontoons. Pre-sales have begun and inventory will be limited, so don't wait. Come see us, 1904 South Main, McAlester. Call 918-423-3306 or online at vickerspowersports.com. Vickers Power Sports, get your adventure rolling.
We're about to begin the second half here at the house that Bob built, as it is Bob Burnley Gymnasium, Buffalo Country. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, along with Wyatt Hubbard here in our booth, quote unquote. And I'm gonna miss this spot a little bit when we go to the new gym, aren't you?
Yeah, it'll be weird not sitting up here and seeing everything from this angle.
But it's going to be pretty cool to be able to see the new arena here shortly. McAlester is leading 21-18. Again, 21-18 is the score. McAlester leading at the break. We're about to have the second half happen here in just a moment. Again, McAlester, if you're listening on radio, wearing their white-on-white home uniforms with black numerals. Shawnee, the navy-on-navy jerseys with these gray piping down the side, gray numerals on the front and back, and Shawnee in white across the chest. And also they have the wolves on the back between the shoulder blades. It'll be Jada Holloman, Katie Allen, looks like also Kayla Johnson on the floor, Jada Ponce, and Tyrus Davis. Flipping sides, McAlester now on the left side of the half-court line. 21-18, McAlester leading by 3. Let's go. Holman's got the inbound. Between the rings over to Davis. Reversing Allen back over to the right wing, who she was going to set a screen or go to the high post. Overhead pass over to Johnson. Skipping high post over to Holloman. Holloman backpedals. Now gets it near corner over to Johnson. Johnson straight away over to Davis. Around to the right wing. Allen takes a 3. This one's left short, though. Offensive board by Johnson. Johnson under the basket. Johnson with a reverse layup. And the Lady Buffaloes with their largest lead of the game. 23-18. It's a 5-point lead for the Lady Buffs.
And Kayla Johnson now with 4 points on 2 of 3 shooting.
No look pass, high post, good pass, looking inside. That one goes away from number 34, Jocelyn Williams. Hits the baseline, turnover on the Wolves. It'll be McAlester basketball leading by 5 with 7:15 left to go in the third. Holman down the near sideline. Zooms forward, goes up with a running layup, and it's good. It's not really a layup, it's a runner from the left elbow, but she is money with those. That makes it 25-18, and McAlester, as we have a timeout called by Shawnee. We'll talk about this when we come back. 7:01 left to go in the third. Lady Buffaloes lead by 7 on K.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is under new management and they're ready to make a deal. Listen up. After 2023, the Dodge Challenger and Charger will be no more. But at Patriot, we're offering $2,500 cash back on all 2022 models. Select Ram 1500 pickups are just 2.9% for 72 months with approved credit. The Jeep Renegade is at 1.9% for 72 months and the Wagoneer at 2.9% for 72 months. Get the best deals at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram.
I was going to mention before the break, McAlester on an 11-0 run right now over the last 3 minutes of game time, going back to 2 minutes left to go in the first half. 25-18 is the score as they've started to find their shot, and still they haven't made a shot from beyond the arc yet. It's a 7-point lead for the Lady Buffs after the timeout call by Wendy Wells of the Lady Wolves. Across the half-court line, Napier with the ball, passing inside the circle. Over to Thurman, back over to Napier. Napier looking inside, no one's open. Rice gets a screen forward. To the top of the key she goes. Back pedals near the circle. McAlester 3-2 zone defense being played right now. Right wing, Napier dribbles near corner, passing low post. Back outside at the top of the key, over to Thurman. Thurman, no look pass in the near corner. Napier traveled. It'll be a turnover on the Lady Wolves to give McAlester the ball back. 6:34 remaining in the third. Lady Buffaloes trying to continue their run. Johnson, low post over to Ponce. Ponce inside the paint. And she'll be fouled. No, is that a travel? Travel first. That's what I thought it was in the first place. Travel on Ponce. And they'll give Shawnee the basketball. Lob into the backcourt. Napier with the ball. Walks across the half-court line. Johnson kind of guarding two different ladies. Now settles on number 20, Thurman. Passing right wing over to Thurman, being guarded by Johnson. Down low, back outside, top of the key. Eyed the rim, but instead passes left wing. Rice takes an open 3. This one's too strong. Offensive board, and we have a foul on Davis. This is a shooting foul, which will send the Wolves to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
Foul 14.
That'll be Davis's second personal foul, team foul number 1 to begin the third quarter. It'll be Annika Anderson at the free throw line. Anderson bends the knees, shot is up, airballed it, grazed the bottom of the netting. And I don't mean to jinx anybody, I truly don't. Usually when you airball the first free throw that you shoot, you nothing but net the next one. Anderson bends the knees, shot is up. Okay, she didn't nothing but net. I did jinx her. I did not mean to. Back iron shot is missed, and we have a rebound after the offensive board by the Wolves by Holloman. Holloman driving in. Mid-range jumper. She stops, missed the shot, gets her own rebound. Fadeaway jumper. She makes that one. And the Lady Buffaloes lead 27-18. They've gone on an incredible run. Looks like a 13-0 run since the 2-minute mark in the second half. 5:45 left to go in the third. Right wing stopping, giving it outside, and over to Rice. Rice being guarded up well by Johnson to the near corner. Finding Williams, cross-court pass to the short corner, looking inside. Open shot blocked by Holloman. She came out of nowhere and blocked it over to the Shawnee cheerleaders. Not in my house, says Jada Holloman. Possession stays with the Lady Wolves. Saved 2 points there for the Lady Buffs. They'll out it over to the left front court. Over to Rice, takes one dribble, looking inside. Two-pointer up. This one's good after a great move by Tristan Napier down in the post. 27-20. Skipping over to Johnson. Johnson feeding it to the near corner. Allen, wide open three from the corner. This one's no good. We have a rebound by Johnson at the high post. Lady Buffaloes keep the ball between the rings. Johnson is everywhere tonight. She may not be lighting up the stat sheet when it comes to scoring, but she has been fantastic otherwise. And we have a foul down low in the low post against number 31. I was waiting for her to turn. That's Annika Anderson, as Davis was trying to drive. That's the third foul on Anderson. She's about to check out. Pons finds Davis, wide open right block. They can't get the shot. Offensive board, though, by Pons. And Pons says, I got you, girl. That makes it 29-20. McAlester leading by 9. 4:57 left to go in the third. We'll take a timeout here on K.
The holiday season is upon us, which means family and friends will come to visit. And at Vickers Furniture, you'll get 18 months no-interest financing on select furniture, like sofas, love seats, ottomans, and recliners. Matter of fact, right now, take 10% off all recliners in stock. Plus, get your $10,000 drawing tickets, too. Come in for details. Vickers Furniture, 2nd and Wyandotte, downtown McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Before we move back on to basketball, quick update. Blaze Ball just got an offer from Langston University, so congratulations to Mr. Blaze Ball of McAlester Football. 29-20, McAlester is leading by 9 here in the Lady Buffs game against the Shawnee Lady Wolves, as they've outscored the Lady Wolves 15-2 since the 2-minute mark left to go in the first half. 29-20 is the score. Lady Buffaloes lead by 9. Out of the timeout by Coach Owen. We'll see what happens here with the Shawnee Wolves possession. Napier across the half-court line over to the right wing. Napier near corner, lobbing inside, pass batted. It's on the deck, taken back by the Lady Wolves, almost stolen by Holloman. Looking inside, wide open. They left the left side of the lane completely open for Jocelyn Williams to make it 29-22. After nearly having still just a minute before that, not even that, like 5 seconds. Holloman passing between the rings over to Allen, high post to Davis. Davis dribbling, driving, near corner, wide open three by Holloman. That one's no good. McAlester still completely ice cold from three in their own house. Rebounded going the other way, coast to coast. And we have a charge! Wow! I think Shawnee has the right to be upset with that one a little bit because it looked like number 15, Tristan Napier, was a pinball bouncing off of Holloman and then off of, I believe, Davis or Ponce. But I think it might have been Allen, actually. Low post over to Ponce. Ponce up at the two, too short, rebounded by the Lady Wolves. The foul, by the way, was on number 15, Napier, her third personal. Napier's doing it again full steam ahead over towards the basket. This one's going to be called on McAlester. It's going to be on Holloman, her first personal. Alberson will check in for Katie Allen with 4:06 left to go in the third in a 7-point game, 29-22. Both teams have 2 team fouls apiece. Lady Wolves will inbound. Short corner near side. Napier. 2 Lady Wolves in foul trouble, playing with 3. It was Anderson down low, and currently with the ball, Napier. Skipping down low, 2 post players are down there at the same spot, the right block for the Lady Wolves. Skipping outside, the far corner over to Rice. Rice driving baseline, stopped by Alberson. Back out to the left wing to the top of the key. Working around to the right wing. Wide open three on the way by Napier is no good. And we have an over the back call, I believe. Yes, too much contact made down on the low post. And that's going to be on number 12, Serenity Castile. Third team foul on the Lady Wolves. 3:39 left to go in the third. Lady Buffaloes leading by 7, 29-22. Alberson looking near corner. No one's open. To the top of the key over to Davis. Davis takes the top of the key. 3. That one's no good either. Off the right side of the rim. It has been tough going for McAllister's outside shot. All their points coming from the free throw line or inside the perimeter, and they still lead by 7. Although the Lady Wolves have made 4 threes of their own.
Yeah, McAllister 0 of 10 from 3.
Whew. That's rough. Left wing three's on the way. This one is airballed by the Lady Wolves. Their shot has gone kind of cold, as it's Castile that misses it from the left wing.
Now for Shawnee, number 23, Allison McAllister.
I know that we called the McAlester boys game last year in which they won against East Central by 10 without making a 3. I don't know if I called a Lady Buffs game that they've won without making a 3. They're up by 7. 3:03 left to go in the third. Left wing. Ponce working, skipping, top of the key to Davis, to the right wing over to Holloman, and we have a foul inside the paint, off ball on McAlester. That one's going to be on Alberson, I believe. Yes, her first personal, team foul number 3. 2:56 remaining here in the third quarter. 7-point deficit for the Lady Wolves who currently have the ball. They'll pass ahead to the left wing. Looking out to the top of the key, no one's open. Passes it outside, back over to Rice. Rice trying to drive, skipping right wing. Thurman for three. This one is almost banked in. Offensive board by the Lady Wolves. Out to the near corner over to Rice. Pass batted inside by Johnson, stolen by Ponce. Ponce working ahead, weaving through traffic. She's hacked from behind. And that's going to be on Napier. That's going to be her fourth personal foul. Again, she's a strong presence for the Lady Wolves, who's committed to Friends University in Kansas. That's NAIA ball, and averaged 6.1 points per game last year. She's going to have to come out, and you may not see her for quite a while until about midway through the fourth quarter. So she checks out. Hallman gets the inbound. 7-point game. Davis looking inside, stops. Directing traffic is Davis, passing right wing over to Hallman. Hallman back pedals to the red line, left wing to Albertson, high post, great pass over to Davis. Davis trying to do something with it, mid-range jumper, she can't get the roll. McAlester misses inside the paint. Both teams were not shooting well at the half. McAlester 31%, Shawnee 27. Left wing, far corner, passing out to the red line, dribbling around a screen is number 20, Thurman, to the near corner, back over to Thurman. To the top of the key, steps up to the line for a three. This one's off the back iron. Offensive board. Dribbling around a defender. It's Rice that takes out to the near corner. Rice zooming back. Runner on the way. Missed the runner. Rebounded by Davis as we had two Lady Buffaloes fighting for it. Gives it over to Hallman. Hallman, nifty moves behind the back. Crossing over Lady. Now driving towards the rack. Two's on the way. Left it short. Offensive board by Hallman. Left mid-range jumper is missed. And it's rebounded by Shawnee. We have had a big scoring drought by these two teams here over the last 4 minutes. Looking baseline, down inside, feeding it inside. Lost the ball, nearly a travel. Johnson instead says, I'll take a steal. Johnson over to Davis. Davis with the dribble across the half-court line. 1:13 left to go in the third. Cross-court pass to the right wing. Holloman looking inside. Will now drive. Runner on the way around a Lady. She got it to go, and that breaks the scoreless drought for the Lady Buffs. Coach Owen will call a 60-second timeout. Lady Buffaloes lead 31-22 with 1:03 remaining in the quarter here on KNE.
Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAlester are both locally owned and operated. Both offer clean and comfortable rooms at a great price. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of McAlester Buffalo Sports, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. Remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American Inn Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester.
Look at all the new vehicles we have.
I know, we're getting new vehicles every day.
We want to make your holiday one to remember.
Receive a $500 gift card with each new vehicle purchase.
And happy holidays from all of us here at Fenton Nissan of McAlester.
Happy holidays! Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
Both defenses shining over here in McAlester, Oklahoma, but it's the Lady Buffaloes that are doing a little bit better. They're leading 31-22 over the Shawnee Lady Wolves. McAlester has won the quarter 10-3 so far here in the third quarter. 1:03 remaining in the quarter, and coming out of the break, it's going to be Katie Allen, Avery Albertson. Jada Hallman gets a break as Bailey Marshall checks in with Kinley Jones and Jada Ponce. Under a minute left to go in the third. Passing high post with the ball, Williams. Williams left elbow back outside, around the world to near corner. Rice for three from the corner. This one's missed. And we have a foul down low on Albertson. Yep, she ended up giving an elbow to Terrell Thyre, trying to create some separation. And that'll be her second personal foul, team foul number 4 on McAlester, to give the Wolves the ball back underneath the basket. Rice looking to inbound, no one's open. They'll out it over to the right front court to Thurman. Looks like 2-1-2 zone defense being played by the Lady Buffaloes. Almost a 3-2. Left wing, Rice passing. Three-pointers up. This one is too strong. Offensive rebound. Fadeaway jumper straight off the rim. Offensive rebound again. Did they step out of bounds first? They did. So McAlester basketball with 32 seconds left to go in the third, trying to maintain or even extend their 9-point lead. Coach Owen saying up. Let's see what up means. Hopefully it results in points here for the Lady Buffs. Passing to the right wing over to Jones. Back to the red line, reversing direction, left wing to the near corner. Allen wide open from the corner for three. It's off the front side of the rim. McAlester 0 of 11 from three. Ball's last touched by the Lady Wolves. They'll stay with McAlester out in front of their own bench. Jones will inbound. Looking, will find Alberson right front court. 15 seconds remaining in the third. 14, 12, Allen at the red line. 10 seconds. 9, mid-range. Alberson, shot blocked, rebounded by the Lady Wolves in the paint. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, top of the key. 1 second, far corner shot at the buzzer is no good around the rim, and we head to the fourth quarter with the Lady Buffaloes leading 31-22. Put those fours up in the air, Lady Buff fans, right here on KN.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. Winter will be here before you know it, so call today, 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work, or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
It's a 9-point lead for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes, 31-22. It will be Shawnee basketball to begin the fourth quarter. McAlester won that quarter 10-3, and they're currently on a 15-3 run since the 2-minute mark in the first half. Neither team really shooting the ball all that well right now. McAlester still without a made three. Near corner. Ponce guarding up her lady well, lobbing it back out to the right wing over to Rice. Holloman checks back into the game with Katie Allen. Johnson's on the floor, Davis and Ponce. Short corner near side. With the ball's Williams. Williams skipping it back to the near corner. Stripped, stolen by Holloman. 3-on-2. McAlester has the numbers. Driving in. Runner on the way by Holloman. She got it to fall. Banks it in here from the house on the hill for a double-digit lead for the first time tonight for the Lady Buffaloes, leading 33-22. 11-point lead for McAlester. Far corner. Two ladies guarding her in the corner. They get it over to Thurman. Thurman to the left wing over to Rice. Rice takes the long three. That one's in and out. Rebounded down low by Davis on a great box out, and she climbed the ladder to get it. 11-point lead for the Lady Buffs. By the way, Holloman with 19 points, 2 points shy of her average on the season. Near corner to Ponce. Ponce had it open, instead gets it to the left wing. Holloman just couldn't handle it, and Holloman has a foul to give. She reached around the lady as she just couldn't handle the skip pass to the left wing. Her second personal, team foul number 5. 6:57 remaining in the game. 11-point lead for the Lady Buffaloes, who has held to 33 points so far tonight, averaging 53.6 on the season. Far corner, looking inside, no one's open to the red line, over to Rice. Rice lobbing it back out to the left wing. Three-pointer still up on the way. This one is good. Fifth made three for the Lady Wolves. That one coming from number 12, Serenity Castile, to make it an 8-point game. McAlester still in search of their first one. A toss to nobody inside the paint except for number 24, Daly Rice. And here come the Wolves. The near corner. Driving baseline. Up for two. Shot blocked by Holloman. Offensive board down low. Shot. No! She's called for the foul that time. And that'll send a Lady Wolf to the free throw line. That'll be number 15, Tristan Napier. And the third personal foul on Holloman. She nearly had back-to-back blocks, but she was charged with the foul in that second attempt. Napier bends the knees. Shot is up and good. The pull back within 7. Johnson comes out. Kinley Jones comes in. Trying to make it a 6-point game here. Shot is up by Napier. That one's good as well. Nothing but net. 6-point lead for McAlester. They led by 11 just a moment ago. A 5-0 run for the Lady Wolves. The first run they've gone on since the first quarter. Left wing to the near corner. Jones, the top of the key, back over to Ponce. One dribble to the right wing over to Allen. Overhead pass to the left wing, reversing direction near corner. Holloman takes the three. That one's off. That one's going to be an offensive board, though, by Davis. Davis with the left-handed layup, and that makes it 35-27. McAlester is leading by 8. 5:59 left to go in the game. Passing right wing. Open is Castile. She'd made the last three. She steps up and takes the long three. That one is short. Rebounded by Ponce. Ponce weaving through traffic. She double dribbled. She dribbled out of a couple of defenders, picked up her ball, and then dribbled again. Turnover by the Lady Buffaloes will give Shawnee another possession. McAlester still leading by 8, though. Passing far corner. No-look pass down inside. Two-pointer up and good. Great pass, no-look pass. Finding Anderson to make it 35-29. Back to a 6-point lead for the Lady Buffs. Shawnee's fourth quarter offense is shining right now, making more points so far in the first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter than they had the entire third. That's double the points, actually. Top of Key Davis. Outside over to Holloman. Holloman backpedals, lobbing it far corner over to Jones. Jones skipping baseline Ponce. Ponce driving baseline. Spin move inside the circle, inside the paint. Can't get her shot to go. Defense rebound by the Lady Wolves. And they can make this actually a one-possession game if they can sink a three. Lobbing inside over to Anderson. Anderson back outside of the far corner. Back out to the left wing. Round to the right wing. Baseline near corner. Two-pointer is going to be good. Hit off the left side of the rim and bounced in with her feet on the line. That makes it a 4-point game. Left wing, Allen. Back over to Holloman. Holloman backpedaling along the red line. Back over to Allen for a long three. That one's too short. McAlester still has not made a three tonight. They're 0 of 14. Left wing, that's a carry. They're going to hand the ball off over to the Lady Wolves with Daly Rice with the ball. Cross-court pass right wing. 4-point game near corner. Jocelyn Williams, cross-court pass over to the left wing. Three is up and good, and it's a 1-point game. Daly Rice makes it 35-34. McAlester led by 11 just 3 minutes ago. We'll take a timeout and be back right here on KN.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to health care at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Shawnee has found their three ball. McAlester has never had it in this game so far. McAlester 0 of 13 from three. Shawnee 6 of 27. They have made 22% of their threes, but again, now it's only a 1-point game. McAlester led by 11, just 2 minutes game time prior. It's 35-34 now. McAlester leading by only 1. They have not trailed so far in the second half. Offense has gone cold. Let's see what the offense can do here. McAlester with the ball. Allen, edge of the circle, high post to Davis. Davis back outside left wing to the top of the key to Allen. Allen high post back over to Davis. Davis for the right elbow. Two. She missed it, but she's fouled. She'll go to the free throw line for the first free throws of the second half for McAlester. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For all of your animals feeding needs, visit us in McAlester, Kiowa, and Chakota. Go Buffs. Big free throws coming up here for Tyrus Davis. And by the way, that was foul number 5 on Tristan Napier. She's out of the game. She had 6 points in this game, but she was a key contributor when it came to distributing the basketball for the Lady Wolves. So Shawnee has to be without her for the remaining 3 minutes and 59 seconds. She came into the quarter, started the fourth quarter with 4 fouls. There's her 5th. Davis' first shot is no good. McAlester under 50% from the free throw line tonight as well. McAlester has 1 timeout left, by the way. Shawnee with 4. Davis' second shot is good. It's a 2-point game, 36-34. McAlester in the lead with under 4 minutes left to go in the game. In the backcourt, Rice with the ball. Swatted by Allen, taken back by Rice. Diving after, it's Johnson. Johnson, get it to the Allen. What a steal by Johnson. Looking inside, Holloman for two. No foul called, instead a foul on the rebound by Bailey Marshall. And that'll be team foul number 7 on the Buffs, which will send the Lady Wolves to the free throw line. Holloman was hacked on the left side of the lane, but no whistle there. Instead, it will give the Lady Wolves a chance to tie up the game here with a 1-and-1 on the other side at the charity stripe. That was the first personal, by the way, on Marshall, team foul number 7. That is the right call on the rebound, but I thought the Holloman was fouled first. Ponce comes in, Marshall comes out. 1-and-1 coming up here for Jocelyn Williams. Williams spins the ball, shot is on the way, makes the first one. 1-point game, 36-35. It hasn't been tied. Well, it hasn't been close to being tied. It was just about 15, 20 seconds ago. But McAlester led by double digits, around 6:30 left to go in the game. And now the Lady Wolves can't tie it. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Wolves. It'll be McAlester basketball, still with the 1-point advantage. The Lady Wolves have stormed forward. They have been absolutely fantastic in the fourth quarter. And a referee is now speaking with someone from the stands. I don't know what they're talking about though. It's the cheer coach telling the cheerleaders to, I guess, scoot a little bit over. Inbound over to Holloman. McAlester leading by 1, 3:40 left to go in the game. Holloman over to Davis. Davis near corner. Allen back around to the right front court to Johnson. Johnson skipping a high post. Dangerous pass between three defenders. Left wing now Allen overhead to Johnson. Cross court pass far corner. Holloman climbs the ladder to grab the pass. Back out to the right front court over to Johnson. Left front court Allen. Near corner Davis. Davis. Reversing direction. Holloman currently has it. Back to the left wing. Allen takes the three. It's a big one. It's missed again. McAlester 0 of 14 from 3. Davis with the steal out of the defensive board, but the Wolves steal it right back. 1-point game, 36-35. Rice with the ball. Crossing the half-court line. Left wing. Reversing direction on the red line. Dribbling around to the near corner. Hand the ball off. Pass out right front court. Currently with it is Williams. Williams being guarded by Davis. 2:45 remaining in the game. We have a timeout called by Coach Wells. We'll take it with 2:43 left to go. McAlester leading by 1 here on KNED.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
Are you looking for the best customer service possible? McAlester Pet.
Back, if you're just now joining us, Shawnee battled back from being down 11 to make it a 1-point game. They scored 3 points the entire third quarter, and they survived that onslaught by McAlester, keeping it close enough, and they made it a 1-point game. 36-35, Shawnee currently with the basketball with 2:43 left to go in the game. Looks like they're going to have a box inbound. It'll be Johnson, Davis, Holloman, Allen, and Ponce on the floor for McAlester. Looking to inbound. We'll lob it out inside the circle. Over to Castile. Castile lobs it left wing. High post. Pass batted, stolen by Ponce. Ponce down the far sideline. She'll dribble in. Drive in. Great move by Ponce, and Ponce finishes with the right hand to make it 38-35. Huge steal and score by Jada Ponce, and we have a foul called on Holloman, her 4th personal foul. She entered the quarter with 1, and that will send the Lady Wolves to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. And probably not the lady that you wanted to go up to the line. Daly Rice heads to the free throw line on the season, shooting 88% from the free throw line. It's almost a guarantee. Now Hallman's got to be careful here in the final 2 minutes, 24 seconds. Rice makes the first one. They're pulled back within 2. Hallman has got to not be so aggressive. And she led to the pass being swatted for Ponce to steal that last one. As here comes the second shot. Rice makes them both. Water is wet. 38-37. Rice, a fantastic ball player, and again, she's only a freshman. Buffaloes lead by 1 again. 2:16 remaining in the game. Davis dribbling left, guarded up, high post back outside right wing. Allen back around to the left wing. Holloman lobbed it to nobody, taken back by Allen. Allen passes inside the circle. Holloman fouled, no whistle. Allen takes it back, passing back over to Holloman in the circle. Running all over the place is Thurman, guarding everyone in the front court. Passing back right wing to Davis. Left wing, back outside near corner. Johnson takes the spot up 3. That one's out the right rim. Bouncing twice, can't fall. Johnson gets her own rebound, and she's fouled. That'll be team foul number 6, though, on the Lady Wolves. That'll be Anderson's 4th personal foul. One more, and she's done. 1:49 remaining in the game. Lady Buffaloes clinging on to a 1-point lead. One more foul by the Lady Wolves sends McAlester to the free throw line. I've never seen a shot like that where it bounces off the right side of the room and just bounces twice and nearly goes in. Inbound low post. Davis, good move. Davis has her shot blocked out of bounds. We'll stay with the Lady Buffaloes. Ponce on the right side of the glass. Ponce once again looking. No one's moving. Ponce needs to get it to somebody. Lobs it out to the right wing. Immediately straight to a Lady Wolf to Thurman. And Allen fouls her to send Thurman to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Lady Wolves with a chance to take the lead here on this trip to the line. (38-37). Kinley Jones is checking in for Jada Ponce. 1-point game. Thurman trying to tie it here. Shot is up and good. Ties it up. 38-38. First time that the Lady Wolves have tied or taken the lead. Chance to take the lead here on this next shot since the first half, around the 1-minute mark. Thurman, the shot, she got it. 39-38, McAlester down by 1. They've not trailed in the second half until this moment. Hallman passing over to Jones. Jones left wing to Johnson. Johnson with the right-handed dribble to the edge of the circle. Jones back over to Johnson. Johnson with a team down by 1. Pass over to Allen inside the circle. Double team, lobbing far corner. Hallman, cross-court pass to a cutting Johnson. Johnson couldn't handle the pass. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Buffaloes. McAlester has played about as poorly as you could here with pressure applied to them in the last 4 minutes of play. Missing a lot of shots, having some open shots, cannot hit them. 3-point shots have not fallen at all. They haven't really gotten close, really, since the first quarter of making threes. Top of the key, Rice passes back to the right wing. And we have a foul called, or a timeout called first by Wells. With 1:11 left to go in the game, Lady Buffaloes trail by 1, as it has been an 11-point comeback by the Lady Wolves. We'll take a break here on KNED.
Vickers Power Sports.
Are you looking for the best customer service possible? McAlester Pepsi is your total beverage provider. From bar needs to school concession stands, McAlester Pepsi has everything in between. Fountain, vending, coolers, and cups. McAlester Pepsi has you covered. 2019 and 2020 and 2022 awarded Bottler of the Year. McAlester Pepsi has taken the hometown service to the national level with all eyes in the Pepsi world on McAlester. They're watching and wondering what's next. Visit McAllisterPepsi.com for more information. Locally owned and operated since 1939.
Vickers Power Sports of McAlester, your official Honda dealer. We are proud to announce a full line of Honda side-by-sides, ATVs, and dirt bikes. Vickers is also expanding our line of boats to include the all-new Sea-Doo Switch and Crest pontoons. Pre-sales have begun and inventory will be limited, so don't wait. Come see us, 1904 South Main, McAlester. Call 918-423-3306 or online at vickerspowersports.com. Vickers Power Sports, get your adventure rolling.
1:11 left to go in the game. 39-38. McAlster's down by 1. Lady Wolves with the ball. 6 out of the 13 made shots from the field for the Lady Wolves have been from beyond the three-point line. Right wing, now right front court with the ball with 1:06 remaining in the game. McAlester has shot 50% from inside the perimeter, but they're 0 of 15 from 3 as we have a double dribble on the Lady Wolves to give McAlester the ball back. It's a 1-point deficit for the Lady Buffaloes. Again, Shawnee has worked their tails off. They were down by 11. They came back quickly and have taken the lead. Shawnee showing some pressure, near corner. The outside shot just has not been there for McAlester. Jones back to the left wing over to Allen. Near corner to Ponce. Ponce looking inside. Back out to the left wing. Back to Ponce. Baseline Davis. Davis, 41 seconds left to go in the game. High post to Holloman. Holloman back outside. Left wing three by Ponce. Too short. Offensive board by Holloman for the lead. She got it. 40-39. McAlester back up by 1. 30 seconds remaining in the game. Holloman's got to be careful. Lob inside to the Shawnee cheerleaders. Turnover Shawnee and McAlester basketball with 27 seconds remaining in the game. And we have a whistle and a timeout called by Coach Wells of Shawnee. We'll take another one right here on KN.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is under new management and they're ready to make a deal. Listen up. After 2023, the Dodge Challenger and Charger will be no more. But at Patriot, we're offering $2,500 cash back on all 2022 models. Select Ram 1500 pickups are just 2.9% for 72 months with approved credit. The Jeep Renegade is at 1.9% for 72 months and the Wagoneer at 2.9% for 72 months. Get the best deals at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram.
An offensive board and put back by Jada Holloman puts McAlester up by 1, 40-39. Shawnee threw the ball away. McAlester has it with 27 seconds remaining in the game.
Yeah, now you just got to play keep away, Brandon.
You do, and Shawnee very well could foul. One more foul by Shawnee puts McAlester into the bonus. Will send them to the free throw line. It's McAlester basketball, plus they have the possession arrow. That could be big. McAlester, again, the story, 0 of 16 from 3 and still leading by 1. Shawnee's going to press here. Kinley Jones will inbound. There's two ladies guarding Holloman on the inbound. They'll give it over to Ponce. Ponce lost the ball, gathered back. No, it gets swatted out of bounds into the McAlester student section. 3 seconds go off the clock there. It'll stay with McAlester. Nearly touched back by Ponce. That was nearly a turnover. That's one thing that McAlester can't do right now is turn the ball over. Looking to inbound it. Jones can't find anyone. Gives it over to Ponce. Ponce one dribble, double team. Ball gets stripped loose again. Last touch by Shawnee. Shawnee fans don't like it, but it looked like it just got stripped out of her hands. 21 seconds remaining in the game. Now Shawnee is going to still backpedal a little bit. There's still one lady being guarded. They threw it away. It finds its way over to Holloman. Off the right wing, she says hold the ball. 16 seconds. Holloman is going to be fouled by two different defenders with 15 seconds remaining in the game, and a 1-and-1 coming up for the Lady Buffaloes, Jada Holloman. Of course, the first one's huge, but the Lady Buffaloes would love to see 2 here go in. The gym's going to go quiet, except for the Shawnee fans in here. Shot on the way of the 1-and-1. Missed it off the right side of the rim with 13 seconds left to go in the game. Cross half court line, they threw it away! They threw it into the McAlester student section, unguarded, just too high of a pass thrown, and it'll go back to the Lady Buffaloes with 9 seconds. Trying to cling on to a 1-point lead. Coach Owen will call a 60-second timeout. We'll take a 30 here on KN.
The holiday season is upon us, which means family and friends will come to visit. And at Vickers Furniture, you'll get 18 months no-interest financing on select furniture, like sofas, love seats, ottomans, and recliners. Matter of fact, right now, take 10% off all recliners in stock. Plus, get your $10,000 drawing tickets, too. Come in for details. Vickers Furniture, 2nd and Wyandotte, downtown McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
40-39 is our score. Shawnee had a chance to still take the lead, but they threw the ball away. It'll be McAlester basketball. Coach Owen calls his final timeout. Shawnee has one more to use. 9 seconds left to go in the game. I believe Ponce will inbound. Trying to find a lady, finds Allen. Allen will be fouled with 7 seconds left to go. Another 1-and-1 chance coming up here for the Lady Buffaloes. They have not done well from the free throw line tonight. Katie Allen is 2 of 5 from the charity stripe this season. Has not taken a lot of attempts. This is a big free throw coming up, and Coach Wells is going to try to ice her too. Also get a game plan for if she misses or whatever happens next. We'll take one more 30-second timeout and be back here on K.
Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAlester are both locally owned and operated. Both offer clean and comfortable rooms at a great price. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of McAlester Buffalo Sports, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. Remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American Inn Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester.
McAlester is 4 of 9 from the free throw line here tonight. We have a big free throw coming up from Katie Allen, and if she makes it, she gets a second one. Again, she's 2 of 5 on the year. Lady Buffaloes lead 40-39 with 7.9 seconds remaining in the game. Both teams have used their timeouts, so if there's a made shot, there's a rebound, you can't take a timeout. They try to get to the other side of the half-court line, can't take a timeout and set up a play. These next 7 seconds are the game. No one can stop the clock except for the refs. A 1-and-1 coming up for sophomore Katie Allen. One-point lead. Allen takes a deep breath. Shot is up. She made the first one. This one to make it a 3-point lead for the Lady Buffaloes. This second one just as big as the first one. Again, over 50% of the made shots from the field have been three-pointers by the Shawnee Lady Wolves. Allen's second shot, she got them both. Clutch free throws by Katie Allen. 42-39, they need a three. McAlester fighting the inbound, lob to the near corner. Thurman down the near sideline. 4 seconds, near corner to the right wing, back to the near corner. Right wing three for the tie, off the top of the backboard, and McAlester survives. The Wolfpack came charging after the herd, and the Lady Buffaloes hold them off in the dying seconds of the game to take a top 15 win, 42-39. So ladies and gentlemen, Lady Buffalo fans far and wide, grab that brush and paint that win column. Black and gold, 42-39, the final score here at the House on the Hill. Let's look at our postgame stats brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn in Old Town McAlester. They have numerous flavors and colors of scrumptious kettle corn, perfect for sporting events, movie night, and special occasions. Why get us started?
All right, Jada Holloman leads in scoring with 21 points on 10 of 25 shooting from the field, 0 of 7 from 3, 1 of 3 from the charity stripe. She had 7 rebounds, 3 offensive, 4 defensive, also had 2 steals and 3 blocks. Jada Ponce has 7 points on 3 of 8 shooting from the field, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. She had 5 boards and 3 steals, rather 2 steals that is. Ty Harris Davis, she had 5 points on the night on 2 of 7 shooting, 0 of 2 from 3, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. She also had a couple boards, 4 boards and 1 steal, also had 1 block. Katie Allen, 1 of 6 tonight. Had 4 points and 2 of 2 from the charity stripe, and those 2 were huge. And also had 2 defensive boards. Kayla Johnson, 2 of 4, 50% from the field, had 4 points tonight and 3 boards. And Bailey Marshall, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe, had 1 point.
All right, we're going to be looking at team stats later on, but again, those are your player stats for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes who survived 42-39. We'll take a break and preview the boys coming up here in just a moment on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. Winter will be here before you know it, so call today, 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work, or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
Welcome back to Bob Brumley Gymnasium here in McAlester, Oklahoma. We just finished up with the ladies' game in which McAlester Lady Buffaloes won a classic 42-39. They ended up starving off an 11-point comeback from the Shawnee Lady Wolves. Actually were down by 1 and then took home a 3-point win, also courtesy of some big free throws by Katie Allen at the end. Now let's preview the boys as we go to how they did over the Tahlequah tournament. Again, the McAlester Buffalo basketball team for the boys, they finished 7th in the tournament as they lost to Jinx 110-48, lost to East Central 60-47, but bounced back against a good Jinx JV team 75-67. The Buffaloes simply overcome insane shooting by Jinx. That's what happened. They scored 69 first-half points on 73% shooting, and 14 of 21 from 3 is what the Trojans went. They would go on to make 17 threes, totaling for 51 points. Jinx would not shoot anywhere close to that the rest of the tournament. The Buffaloes were simply just careless with the ball against East Central. They had 24 turnovers, and the Cardinals took advantage of it, shooting 53%. And things looked bad for McAlester at halftime against Jinx JV after the Trojans were 5 of 5 from 3 in the second quarter. They shot 77% from the field and led by 12. However, McAlester outscored Jinx JV by 20 the rest of the way by dialing up the pressure defensively. McAlester also took much better care of the ball with only 5 second-half turnovers and took advantage at the free throw line, going 8 of 11 after not shooting over 50% from the line yet in the season. Looking at some key players, Malachi Rice, 11.3 points per game, 65% shooting, 5.3 boards per game, had 4 blocks. We had Cole Allen. He had 12.3 points per game, 40% shooting, 32% from 3, 3.3 boards per game, and 4 blocks. You had Adonis Hallman with 9.7 points per game and a career-high 22 points against Jinx JV. He shot 41% from the tournament, 27% from 3, 6 boards and 5 steals. Lewis Woodmore had a great tournament, 8 points per game on 48% shooting, 7 boards and 4 steals. Garrett Pickett, 4.3 boards per game, 5 of 9 shooting, 8 rebounds. And Eli Chapman contributing to the cause rebounding-wise, 5.3 rebounds per game. Now let's go ahead and look at the Shawnee Wolves led by second-year head coach Eric Litherland. Shawnee so far 2 and 4 on the year, 40.5 points per game, giving up 50.3. They've lost to El Reno 45-31, Lawton 66-26, Edison Prep 56-38, and McLean 51-32. But they beat Santa Fe South 74-45 and beat Central Tulsa 42-39. Again, looking at the Shawnee Wolves from last season, they were 11-13 but eliminated in their regional game. And they are replacing some top contributors for the Wolves. They lost their top 3 scorers from last season. That's 70% of the points gone from last year. They were 1 of 6 when giving up 65 points last season, but they were 9-2 when scoring 60-plus points. So far this year, they're 0-3 when giving up 50-plus points, but they're 1-0 when scoring 60 or more. They finished 7th place, just like the girls in the BK Invitational over the weekend. So who is filling in the shoes of some of those scorers? Well, you're looking at Dayton Patton, who's averaging 8.5 points per game. You're also looking at TJ Bishop, who is averaging 9.5 points per game and 3.8 rebounds per game. We have also had Trenton Needham at 5.3 points per game. Looking at sophomore J.J. McLean, he's shooting 32% from the field and 5.7 points per game. And Jalen Wicks at 4.8 points per game, who started in 20 of the 24 games last season. So we looked at some players to watch for the Shawnee Wolves. How about for the McAlester Buffaloes, Wyatt?
For the McAlester Buffaloes tonight, watch out for Adonis Holloman. He's coming off a great performance last time out where he scored a career-high 22 points and shot 73% from the field with 3 boards and 3 steals. Look for him to build off that outstanding performance tonight. Cole Allen will look to continue to shoot the ball well. He shot 53% against Jinx JV with 2 steals and 3 blocks. He hopes to stay hot tonight. And Malachi Rice played well throughout the Tahlequah tournament, scoring 34 points, shooting 65% along with 5.3 rebounds per game and 4 blocks. Look for him to be a force down low tonight.
All right, now that sends us right into our keys to the game for McAlester.
Some keys to this one: limit the turnovers like you did against Jinx JV. McAlester is averaging 23 turnovers per game, but last time out they had 17 with only 5 in the second half. McAlester will look to continue to lower their turnovers against Shawnee and continue to dominate the boards. McAlester out-rebounded Jinx JV 36-31. Do your work and take care of business down in the paint. Box out and get boards against Shawnee. Stay hot from the field and continue to get your shot to fall. McAlester is shooting 41% as a team from the field, but they turned the corner in the third quarter against Jinx JV and shot 67% from 3 and 73% from the field to finish off strong. Let's keep it rolling. Don't let your shot go cold here tonight.
The McAlester Lady Buffaloes, they did play Shawnee Lady Wolves last year, and they ended up winning. McAlester has not played the Shawnee Wolves, though, in quite a while. The last time that these two teams have met, the boys' teams, was 2011. McAlester won 73-68 on December 2nd of 2011, but the Wolves returned the favor 14 days later and beat the Buffs 73-64. So 11 years later, let's see who can be victorious. Again, it's McAlester and Shawnee boys coming up in a moment right here on KNED.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
Are you looking for the best customer service possible? McAlester Pepsi is your total beverage provider. From bar needs to school concession stands, McAlester Pepsi has everything in between. Fountain, vending, coolers, and cups. McAlester Pepsi has you covered. 2019 and 2020 and 2022 awarded Bottler of the Year. McAlester Pepsi has taken the hometown service to the national level with all eyes in the Pepsi world on McAlester. They're watching and wondering what's next. Visit McAllisterPepsi.com for more information. Locally owned and operated since 1939.
Vickers Power Sports of McAlester, your official Honda dealer. We are proud to announce a full line of Honda side-by-sides, ATVs, and dirt bikes. Vickers is also expanding our line of boats to include the all-new Sea-Doo Switch and Crest pontoons. Pre-sales have begun and inventory will be limited, so don't wait. Come see us, 1904 South Main, McAlester. Call 918-423-3306 or online at vickerspowersports.com. Vickers Power Sports, get your adventure rolling.
Number 10, Trenton Needham. 21, J.J. McLean.
Welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma. We have some starting lineups being announced for the Shawnee Wolves. It's number 0, Dayton Patton, number 10, Trenton Needham, number 21, J.J. McLean, number 22, Jalen Wicks, and number 30, Colin Brooks. Now let's send it down over to Mr. Larry Barnett for the starting lineup for the McAlester Buffaloes, wearing their white home uniforms. Shawnee wearing their gray ones with the Navy numerals.
Number 3, Lewis Whitmore. 22, Caden Duke. Number 30, Cole Allen. And 34, Mr. Malachi Rice.
Those are your starting lineups for the McAlester Buffaloes. We're about to have tip-off, brought to you by Beautiful Rooms Furniture. For a great mattress at a great price, plus quality furniture, Beautiful Rooms Furniture on Wyandotte Avenue in McAlester. So again, the Buffaloes wearing their home white uniforms with the black numerals on the front and back. Now, the last time that we wore these uniforms, the 0 on Cole Allen's 30 on the back was falling off. He's got it fixed up. That's good news. As for the Shawnee Wolves, they're wearing their gray on gray uniforms. Again, the Navy numerals and the Navy Shawnee across the chest. McAlester will be moving it left to right across your radio dial if you're listening that way. and the Wolves moving it right to left. It's Colin Brooks for the Wolves inside the circle with Mr. Malachi Rice. The referee points right, points left. Whistle's blown, ball's in the air, tip is won by McAlester as it's basketball time here in the Heartland. Adonis Solomon tracks it down in front of the Shawnee bench, and we're underway. Right wing, Lewis Woodmore with the basketball now for the pass from Holloman. Picked up his dribble and was going to shoot it to the near corner over to Duke. Duke back over to Holloman on the edge of the circle. Holloman dribbles right, directs traffic. Along the baseline goes Duke, passing left front court over to Woodmore. Far corner three on the way by Allen. It's off the back iron. And we have an offensive board at the top of the key, courtesy of Malachi Rice. Adonis Holloman grabbing the board, though. Left wing, passing out to the far corner. Allen traveled. And the reason why I say courtesy Malachi Rice, he tipped it out, if you're listening on radio, over beyond the perimeter. But McAlester can't make anything with the second chance there. 30 seconds into the first quarter. Shawnee with their first possession coming up. The sophomore Dayton Patton will get the inbound and take a slow dribble across the half-court line. McAlester will be working out of it. Looks like 3-2 zone defense right now. High post. Turnaround jumper from just beyond the free throw line is going to be missed. And a rebound by Holloman. Holloman zooming forward. All the way to the rack. Left-handed layup. Can't get it to go. Offensive board by Rice underneath the basket. Gets it out to the near corner. Duke for three. Too strong. Airballed. Actually hit the bottom of the backboard on the other side of the rim. After the defensive board by the Wolves, they work the other way to the left wing. Passing inside, back around the arc to the far corner. Three-pointer is up, and this one's off the back iron. Ball goes onto the hardwood. Foul called on the Wolves, and it'll be on number 10, Trenton Needham. 6:52 left to go in the first. No score just yet between these two teams. Shawnee shooting 34.8% as a team on the year. McAlester shooting 41% from the field. As we have a foul at the high post by number 21, J.J. McLean, as he pushed Allen in the back, who tried receiving the pass along the high post. Shawnee is 14 of 79 from the three-point line this year. That's 17%. McAlester at 30% from the three-point line. That's how the two teams are scoring so far in their first games. Inbound into the backcourt. Holloman grabs it. Dribbles past his man to the top of the key. Gives it near corner over to Woodmore. Woodmore around a man. Drives. Runner on the way. Can't get the runner. Defensive board by number 21, J.J. McLean. Stolen by Duke. High post, Woodmore. Woodmore runner up. Second chance, can't get it. Another rebound by McLean. And the Wolves go the other way. McAlester with a couple of good looks. Sometimes those runners like that can be hard to make. High post, lobbing it out near corner over to McLean, working around to the left wing, over to Wicks. Wicks top of the key, straight away, three's on the way. It's left short. Fight for the rebound. Malachi grabs it and gives it over to Duke. 2 minutes in, no score yet. Woodmore right front court. We'll backpedal. Looks like 2-3 zone defense being played by the Wolves. Duke to the red line. Allen dribbles up off a screen by Duke. Pulls inside the three-point line. Two is up and off the back iron. No one down but Rice to rebound, and it was on the opposite side of him. So McAlester goes one and done on that possession, and the Wolves, Dayton Patton, will walk it across the half-court line. 5:40 remaining in the first. Passing left front court, Needham. Needham back over to Patton. Patton lobbing high post. Back outside left wing, around to the near corner to McLean. McLean being guarded outside the perimeter by Rice to the top of the key. Back over to Patton. Patton high post to Wicks. Back outside. Excuse me, that was Brooks. Right wing three's up and off the back iron. Rebounded by Rice again. Rice out over to Allen. Allen dribbles up to the left wing. Takes the spot up three. That one's off the left side of the rim. McAllister's teams, girls and boys combined, still have not made a three yet tonight. And Woodmore nearly had a steal, and he was going to have an open lane to the basket, but he's going to be charged with a foul. That's the first team foul on McAllister, first personal, of course, on Woodmore. And nearly 3 minutes into the game, we still have not had a shot fall. What's McAllister from three right now? If you can find that real fast. Inbound over to Patton in the backcourt.
McAlester is 0 of 3 from three.
McAllister teams, boys and girls, are 0 of 20 from the three-point line tonight so far. And McAllister girls won, 42-39. High post jumper up and no good, rebounded by Allen. Allen lost the ball after he grabbed the rebound. That should be a turnover on McAllister. Allen thought it was. It's going to stay with the Buffaloes. McAllister gets a stroke of luck there. I don't think the Wolves ever touched that ball. Holloman gets the inbound, now off over to Woodmore. Woodmore in the backcourt. 3:10 into the first quarter, no score. Skipping down low over to Rice. Rice goes up with a wild shot, it's a block as Rice grabs the offensive rebound and threw it off the noggin of a Wolf, and he goes straight out of bounds. Watch your head. It's a smart play, but he didn't mean to hit him off the head. Went straight back into the out of bounds, and that saves a possession for McAlester after the offensive board by Rice. To the far corner, Holloman driving in. Holloman got the roll, and the Buffaloes score first with 4:33 left to go in the first. Holloman coming off a career-high performance in the final game of the Tahlequah tournament with 22 points in that last game. As we have a pass that's stolen inside the paint by Duke. Duke, 2-on-3, doesn't have the numbers, drives up anyway. He's going to be fouled. Let's see if it's on the floor or on the shot. I believe this is on the floor. Buffaloes leading 2-0. It is on the floor. 4:22 remaining in the first. Buffaloes and Shawnee both think it's on the shot. Referees are trying to tell them it's on the floor. Woodmore will go along the baseline. And now they'll inbound it here in just a moment. There's the whistle. Woodmore looking, can't find anyone. Lobs it inside over to Rice. Rice nearly stepped on the line. Outside of the right wing, Duke stops on the right elbow, feeds it down low over to Rice. Rice turnaround jumper contested, got it. Malachi Rice continues to be money from inside the paint, shooting 64% on the year. That's going to increase that stat. Buffaloes lead 4-0 with 4:04 left to go in the first. Left front court with the ball is Needham. Passes over to the right front court, now lobbing it high post. And new into the game, TJ Bishop. Back outside over to Patton. Patton back to Bishop. Bishop driving, stopping low inside. Pass swatted, taken back by Bishop. Drives baseline now, underneath the basket. His shot's blocked, he's fouled first. And this is going to be on the shot. Depends on who it's on, though. Looks like it's going to be on Rice. Rice bumped him with the body. Allen had the blocked shot, but that's not going to count since that came after the whistle. So TJ Bishop at the free throw line, shooting 69.2% from the line on the year. His first shot is banked in. He kind of just puts his palms up in the air. One of his guys down low. I'm looking over at number 22, Jalen Wicks. He says, whatever works, man. 4-1 the score. Bishop's second shot. That one's off the back iron and rebounded by Allen. McAlester leading 4-1. Holloman across the half-court line. Settles on the left front court, waits for his offense. Halfway through the first quarter, McAlester with a 4-1 lead. Screen by Rice to the top of the key. Holloman looks down low for Allen. Allen, jump put up is no good. Offensive board by Allen, and we have a tie ball down low. And that's going to be Shawnee basketball. That was really quick for a tie ball. 3:33 remaining in the first. It'll be an inbound over to the Wolves, and we'll move right to left. Again, Patton will lob it, top of the key over to Bishop. Bishop looking back over to Patton. Patton back to Bishop. High post, skipping it down low. Back out to the left wing to Needham. Needham skipping it. On the red line, back to Bishop. Bishop being guarded up by Holloman. Holloman, nice defense. Pass it back to the right wing. Long threes on the way. That one's off the back iron. And we have an offensive board as two Buffaloes are fighting for the rebound and went straight over to the Wolves. Mid-range jumper just inside the free throw line is missed. We have a fight for the rebound. Needham last touched it. It goes out of bounds. They're going to say last touched by the Wolves now, and all Malachi Rice can do is laugh as Needham was dribbling it in front of the referee. So they'll stay with the Wolves. 2:57 remaining in the first. Well, McAlester got away with one earlier, so that's kind of fair there. It'll be inbounded over to Patton to the backcourt. Patton across the half-court line, working off a screen. To the left wing, Patton. Pass it left, further along the arc. Over to Wicks. Wicks back to Patton. Adonis applying a little bit of pressure past the high post. Driving in, stopping Bishop back out to the short corner. The top of the key, spotted three straight away is up and off the back iron. Tall bounce. Another offensive rebound by the Wolves. Out to the left wing, Needham. Needham being guarded by Duke. Duke says, Adonis, you can have him now as he dribbles over towards your spot. 2:23 left to go here in the first. 4-1 game. Adonis swipes the ball. It's stolen by Duke. Duke behind the back. Lost the dribble. Gathers it back right wing. Passes it to the red line over to Rice. Rice over to Holloman. 2:13 left to go in the first. Only 5 combined points scored so far. McAlester leading 4-1. 2:03 left to go in the first. Holloman in the circle. Coach Holloman telling his guys, you need to go. Talking to Duke as he moves around the baseline to the left wing. Holloman takes a red line three off the back iron. Rebounded by the Wolves, and that's Patton with the rebound. They move it forward quickly over to Wicks. Wicks has the ball stripped from him. It goes out of bounds, last touch by McAlester. I can't believe that we have not had a three-point ball made by the black and gold tonight in their own gym. Again, 0 of 21 between the two teams.
Go figure.
Go figure, man. 1:46 remaining in the first. I'm just expecting one to fall at any moment. Patton Looking to lob it, can't find anyone. He gets along the baseline to the far corner. Down to the low post. Newly inserted to the game, Jordan Rodriguez gets it back out to the right wing. Taking the spot at 3 is Wicks. Wicks off the back iron. Rice climbs the ladder, gets the rebound. Off over to Holloman. Holloman through 3 different players, goes up with the shot. Is it going to be on the shot or on the floor? It's on the shot. Holloman will go to the free throw line. This trip to the Charity Straw brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For all of your animals feeding needs, visit us in McAlester, Kiowa, and Chakotah. Go Buffs. It's a 3-point game, McAlester leading. Hallman at the free throw line. As his first shot is good. He's now 7 of 9 from the line on the year. Again, averaging 11.2 points per game, shooting 35% from the field. Second shot by Holloman is good. And McAlester leads by 5, 6-1, their largest lead so far. 1:30 left to go in the first. McAlester pressing. Evan Black checked into the game. So did Eli Chapman, and we have a foul down low. Let's see if it's on Chapman or Rice. It looks like it's going to be on Rice. So now on the floor is Holloman, Evan Black, Lewis Woodmore, Eli Chapman, and Malachi Rice. That's Rice's second personal. He has 2 out of the 3 fouls for McAlester so far as they're trying to challenge him early. 2 free throws coming up for the Wolves. First one is no good off the back iron by TJ Bishop. So Rice will check out early. Pickett comes in, but Pickett had a fantastic Tahlequah Invitational. Again, he had, looking at him, 8 rebounds in the time that he played as the second shot is missed, and there's a rebound by Woodmore right away. Holloman to the right wing. Holloman high post. Lost the ball, stolen by TJ Bishop at the Wolves. 1-on-2, they have the numbers. Driving in, 2-pointer up, and they missed it, but we're going to be having 2 more shots coming up by the Wolves from the free throw line. So far, Bishop 1 of 4 from the line. He's going to get 2 more chances here with the Buffs leading 6-1. That's a second now foul on Lewis Woodmore. So we have 4 fouls on McAlester, 2 on Rice, 2 on Woodmore. First shot up and good. So Allen comes in. He'll come in for Chapman. It's a 6-2 game. Second shot. Off the iron and rebounded by Allen. Allen in the backcourt. Picks up his dribble. Pass over to Woodmore. Across that court line with 1:09 left to go in the first. Black in the corner. Picks up his dribble. Lobs it out near the circle over to Holloman. Passing right wing. Allen to the high post. Floater on the way inside. Too strong. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by McAlester. Getting some good looks inside, but there are still tough shots when you're moving at such a high pace as McAlester does. Just can't get him to fall just yet. Woodmore nearly forced a turnover across that court line. They'll skip it over to Needham near corner. Settling for the 3. It's up and good. And that makes it 6-5. McAlester is now up by 1. Lobbing across half court line. Holloman feeds it far corner to Allen. Takes the spot at 3 from the corner off the back iron. And we have another ball that goes out of bounds. Last touch by McAlester. Still not a made 3 from the Buffaloes or the Lady Buffaloes tonight. And we have taken how many tonight now?
0 of 5 from 3 for McAlester.
That means 0 of 22 from the 3-point line for McAlester teams. That is wild. And compared to Shawnee, they made 7, and they also threw a ball away here. Bishop couldn't handle the pass. Goes into the McAlester bench. So the Buffaloes will get the ball back, leading by 1, 6-5 in an incredibly low-scoring first quarter with 20 seconds remaining in it. Allman across the half-court line, passes left wing over to Allen. Allen looking inside, no one's open. Picks up his dribble, feeds it edge of the circle over to Woodmore. Tries to lob it inside, way too many gray jerseys in front of him, stolen. The Wolves behind the back pass, nifty one over to number 24. That's Jordan Rodriguez to take the lead. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, half-court line shot at the buzzer. Banked it in! Painted gold, the Buffaloes win the quarter on a contested runner from inside the half-court line, inside the circle, to make it 9-7. That's the first made 3 of the night, and it comes from inside the circle at a buzzer-beating contested runner. We'll head to the second quarter in a 9-7 game here on KNED.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is under new management and they're ready to make a deal. Listen up. After 2023, the Dodge Challenger and Charger will be no more. But at Patriot, we're offering $2,500 cash back on all 2022 models. Select Ram 1500 pickups are just 2.9% for 72 months with approved credit. The Jeep Renegade is at 1.9% for 72 months and the Wagoneer at 2.9% for 72 months. Get the best deals at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram.
McAlester teams were 0 of 22 on threes before Adonis Hallman took a shot from inside the circle while he was running towards the basket, hand in his face, banked it in, and that's how the first made three for McAlester teams goes tonight. 9-7 McAlester with the lead to begin the second quarter. Lewis Woodmore, Adonis Hallman, Cole Allen, Evan Black, Garrett Pickett, the same five that were on the floor to end the first quarter. Maybe that will start something for the Buffs. Evan Black dribbles inside the circle, lost the ball, stripped and stolen by the Wolves. Number 24, Jordan Rodriguez. 2-point lead for the Buffs with 7:41 left to go in the half. Back out near the circle is Bishop, who tries driving, feeds it out far corner. Driving, baseline, stopping. Good defense by McAlester. Low post. Back outside the top of the key, feeding it near corner. Needham for three. Made the last one. Misses that one. Ball up in the air. Offensive board by Bishop. Out to the right wing. Driving in. Two-pointer up, contested. Just a wild shot. Great shot by Dayton Patton. Got to tip your hat to him. That ties up the game 9-9. Can't really do much better defensively for McAlester. They just fought for the rebound and were able to get that second chance opportunity. Top of the key, Black feeds it to a cutting Allen. Allen inside. Allen scores. That's how you beat the half-court press. 11-9. McAlester leading by 2 again. 6:58 left to go in the half. Red line back to the left wing to the near corner to Needham. Skipping back left wing over to Patton. Looks like kind of a hybrid 2-3-3-2 zone defense. Kind of Woodmore is going between the corner and up high. Left wing Needham. Fakes left, passes right, back over to Patton. Patton dribbling around the circle. A little bit of space between him and Adonis. Passes right wing over to Bishop. Bishop trying to drive along the baseline, and he's along the baseline. Forced out of bounds. Great defense by Garrett Pickett. That's something that's not going to be shown in the stat sheet, but Garrett Pickett forced that turnover by excellent baseline defense, and he has had a fantastic last 4 games of play that he's been here with McAlester basketball. Malachi Rice checks in for Garrett Pickett, and now it'll be Shawnee running a little bit of pressure here. Woodmore across half-court line over to Black. Black trying to dribble past a man, gets into the corner. Lost the ball, last touched by Shawnee. Did McAlester basketball. Up by 2 with 6:24 left to go in the half. Rice thought it was Shawnee's ball. He makes his way back down. Woodmore will inbound along the baseline to the far corner over to Black, passing left wing to Allen. Allen low post to Rice, backing up his man, turn around jumper. Rice is like money from there. Rattles it home, and McAlester back up by 4. 13-9, Rice now with 4 points.
Yeah, Rice uses his size and strength just to drive into the basket there.
Black got away with a foul, down low post, back to the mid post. Driving in Rodriguez, shot is up, tough shot, made it though. Again, some tough shots being made by the Wolves so far here inside the paint. That pulls it back within a 2-point game, 13-11. Allen was nearly fouled, instead it's still by Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to drive, skipping it down low over to Patton. Nice defense by Woodmore, forcing him to back up into the corner. High post back inside Bishop. Underneath the basket, we have a travel. Great defense by Rice in the post to force the turnover. 5:46 remaining in the half. McAlester leading 13-11 in this low-scoring game, but this is what the Wolves want. Again, they're 0-3 when giving up 50-plus points so far this year, as Holloman tried dribbling towards the basket, and the ball was knocked out of bounds last touch by Shawnee. So they want a low-scoring game. McAlester, rather, wants a high-scoring game, obviously. they're, I think, 2-0 when scoring plus 65 on the year. Lobbing inside to the top of the key, driving in. Holloman, wild shot. Again, he was kind of left alone, and he didn't know it until the very end, but he tried going around a man, but that man was never there. Missed the shot, rebounded by Shawnee. 5:26 left to go in the half. Skipping high post, back out to the right wing. Patton, lobbing it back to the high post over to Rodriguez. Getting it near corner. Needham, wide open three is on the way and off the front side of the rim. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Shawnee. McAlester basketball. Jake Forehand will check in for the first time today for Adonis Holloman. 13-11, McAlester is leading by 2. Woodmore will run point here for this possession. Ball is going to be knocked out. They're going to say a backcourt violation. They're going to say it wasn't touched by Bishop. They're going to say it was last touched by Woodmore that made it go to the opposite side of the half-court line. So they're going to call a backcourt violation on the Buffaloes, which will give the ball back over to the Wolves. That was really close. Again, the Wolves with a better perspective right there. Excuse me, the refs with a better perspective right there than we did. As there'll be Wolves basketball, left wing. J.J. McLean being guarded up by Allen. McLean dribbles a little bit, goes opposite of the screen towards the baseline. Two-pointer up, shot blocked by Evan Black. Great block down in the paint. And they're going to say it was last touched by the shooter. And the referee says, was it blocked? It was blocked. It was clearly blocked by Black. It should be McAlester basketball, but the ref down low said I never saw a block, which if you didn't see a block, that's a problem.
Yeah, and they come together and they're going to talk it over.
They're going to change this possession. It should be Shawnee basketball. Oh, they won't. They're going to give it to McAlester. Black blocked that shot, though, but he never saw it be blocked. So it'll be McAlester basketball leading by 2, skipping over to Black on the right front court. On the edge of the circle now over to Woodmore. I'd still give him the block shot, though. And in the circle, we have a travel on Jake Forehand. We have some ugly basketball being played over here other than some defense by both teams. 4:39 remaining in the half. A couple of just unnecessary turnovers by McAlester on the last couple of possessions. Allen tried to go for a steal to the near corner. They'll take the 3, and this one's good. And that gives the Wolves a 14-13 lead and up by 1 on McAlester. Woodmore, great move between the legs, passes the far corner over to Black. Black dribbling, getting it out to the left wing to Allen. Allen double teamed, back out to the far corner. Woodmore will travel, and that's 3 turnovers on 3 possessions for McAlester. All of them really unnecessary. Braden Bumpus will check in for Lewis Woodmore. The Wolves aren't necessarily a three-point shooting team. Again, thank you to the stats courtesy of Christopher Cox. He's the voice of the Wolves. They're only averaging 2.8 three-pointers made per game coming into tonight. They've already made 2 so far, though.
Yeah, but they're 2 of 10, 20% right now. So
McAlster's what, 1 of 5? 1 of 6? Something like that. Right wing, Bumpus applying great defense inside the paint, feeds it to the near corner. Wide open threes on the way. It's easier to make threes, though, when there's no one within 15 feet of you. Patton sinks it to make it 17-13. McAlster's got to get some hands in the faces of Wolf players. Down inside, Rice backing up his man to the left block. Turnaround jumper. Missed shot, offensive board by Rice. Rice down in the paint. Goes up and scores. Cha-ching plus tax. And he'll go to the free throw line. This trip to the charity stripe brought to you by Big V Feed Center for all of your animals' feeding needs. Visit us in McAlester, Kiowa, and Shakota. Go Buffs. Rice eating down in the paint right now. He's got 6 points. He just takes a breather for a moment. Shot on the way. He got the Buffalo bounce. And that pulls McAlester back within 1, and they're going to apply some pressure here. 17-16, McAlester is down by 1. Lobbing over to Patton. Patton across the half-court line over to Bishop. Bishop going to try driving, feeding it back out to the top of the key over to Rodriguez. Lobbing it right wing over to Wicks. Wicks around the front court, passing left wing over to Patton. Patton cross-court pass the right wing over to Bishop. Bishop dribbled inside the perimeter, back outside, back out to the near corner. Over to Patton. Patton guarded up by Black to the top of the key, driving in, pulling up from the left elbow. It's in and out. Rebounded by Black after a good box out. Gives over to forehand, but the Buffs down by 1. Left wing. Cole Allen traveled first, and I thought the shot was going to fall in. But yeah, he doesn't really know what he did, but he grabbed the ball and then took a few steps. And that will give the Wolves the ball back after another turnover. Devontre McKendrick comes in for Cole Allen. In a 1-point game, McAlester down. Patton across the half-court line with a pass to the left front court over to Bishop. Bishop dribbles inside the three-point line, down to the right wing. Three-pointer up by Patton, and Patton back-ironed it. Offensive board out the perimeter to the near corner. Another three-pointer on the way. This one's airballed, rebounded by Black. Black takes some dribbles, picks it up, gives it over to Bumpus. Bumpus looking ahead. Trying to score in transition. Head over to McKendrick. McKendrick traveled to the near corner. Looks like he took some steps there, too. Forehand at the right wing. Forehand backpedaling a man. Gives it back over to McKendrick and lets the offense take shape. 2:33 left to go in the half. Buffs down by 1. McKendrick driving in the paint. Lost the ball. Stolen by the Wolves. Looking ahead. In the clear. Going up for 2. It's good by Jalen Wicks to make it 19-16. 2:22 remaining in the half. McKendrick lobbing it down low for Rice. Rice grabs it, throws it off of a Wolf out of bounds. Rice is just having a phenomenal game, and he saves the possession there for McAlester. McKendrick, I like the idea there.
And you're talking about Rice. He's got some nice shoes on tonight, rocking the pink.
I like that. Bumpus looking to inbound, left of the glass, gives it to Rice down low. Rice gives it to a cutting McKendrick. McKendrick's fouled on the shot. So Devontre will go to the free throw line with his team down by 3. That'll be team foul number 6 on Shawnee, personal foul number 2 on Needham. 2 shots here for McKendrick. The freshman with his feet parallel to the line. Slight bend, the southpaw can't make the first free throw. And now that's the first one he's missed on the year. He's only gone to the line once before. By the way, Caden Harris checks in for Evan Black, who was phenomenal over the last sequence. We're going to have a timeout before the second free throw. Timeout called by Coach Litherland of Shawnee. We'll take it right here on
the holiday season. Vickers Power Sports of McAlester, your official Honda dealer. We are proud to announce a full line of Honda side-by-sides, ATVs, and dirt bikes. Vickers is also expanding our line of boats to include the all-new Sea-Doo Switch and Crest pontoons. Pre-sales have begun and inventory will be limited, so don't wait. Come see us, 1904 South Main, McAlester. Call 918-423-3306 or online at vickerspowersports.com. Vickers Power Sports, get your adventure rolling.
So second free throw coming up by Devontre McKendrick with 2:10 left to go in the first half. Buffalo's trailing the Wolves in the boys game by 3, 19-16. McKendrick takes a few dribbles, bends the knees, eyes the rim, shot is up, and he makes the second one to pull McAlester within 2, 19-17. McAlester slow to get to the other side, though, to the near corner. Needham fakes left, goes right, skips it along the front court over to Patton. Patton back over to Needham near corner. Back to Patton, left wing, high post, back outside right wing. Wide open three is on the way, and this one's good. Can't leave them open. I mean, they don't, like I said, shoot a lot of made threes on the year, but you can't leave them open. McLean hits a right wing three to make it 22-17. Forehand lobs it out over to McKendrick, left wing. McKendrick between the legs, between the rings mark. 1:40 left to go in the half. Bumpus works off a screen by Rice, drives in, two-pointer up, can't get it to go. Offensive board by Rice. Rice banks it in. 3-point game again, and Rice is up to 9 points. 1:29 left to go in the half. Across the half-court line to the near corner, McAllister's got to guard the perimeter better. Back out to the top of the key to the far corner. Needham wide open for three again. This one's too strong, though, off the back iron. And a offensive board by Needham as we had nobody but white jerseys down low, but they were fighting for the rebound with each other. Top of the key, three-pointer up, off the back iron. High bounce, Rice says give it here, and gives it over to McKendrick. 1:05 left to go in the half. McKendrick to the top of the key, works off a screen to the right wing, forehand. Forehand takes the three, and it's off the back iron. Offensive board by Rice. Rice backing up his man. Turnaround jumper in the paint. Rice once again. 22-21. Right wing gives it to a trailing Patton.
And Rice, not only does he have 11 points now, but 5 offensive boards.
And a good runner made by Jalen Wicks to end the McAlester run to make it 24-21. Coach Holloman, was there a timeout called first? They're going to allow a substitution here. Okay. We got 6 players on the floor from McAlester. McKendrick's going to come off the floor. It'll be Bumpus, Holloman, forehand, Allen, and Chapman on the floor for McAlester. So now McKendrick's about to come back on the floor. Holloman grabbed him and says, sit down for a second. Holloman's got the inbound, passing over to forehand. Forehand tried to pass along the far sideline. It's batted up in the air, stolen by the Wolves, driving inside. 2-pointers wild up off the glass. Offensive board and a foul called first on the floor. This one's going to be on Adonis. And it'll be team foul number 5 on McAlester. 23 seconds left to go in the half. McAlester with another turnover. They're averaging 22.6 on the year. Woodmore will check in for forehand. We're going to be looking at those stats at the end of the first half. Patton will look to inbound it. Gives it near corner to Needham. Needham off the inbound. 3-pointers up and good. Can't leave him wide open. That was off the screen, though, designed. And they sink it to make it a 6-point game. Largest lead of the game for the Wolves. Holloman ran straight into a man. That's going to be a charge every day. Planting his feet and taking the punishment was Jalen Wicks, and the Wolves will take the ball back. Up by 6 with a chance to extend their lead. McAllister's got a bow up right now. But first, let's clean the floor. There's a little wet spot at the inside the paint.
I know you football players can do it. Garrett Shumway, you're the man. Lead it.
All right, so they clean up the spot. McAllister's going to try to apply some pressure here. Beavers will inbound. Excuse me, that's Brooks will inbound. Gives it over to Patton with 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Cross-court pass to Needham, left wing. Needham trying to drive. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, left wing. Down inside the paint, back outside. Right wing three at the buzzer is airballed. And we head to the second half with the Wolves leading McAlester 27-21. We'll take a break right here on KNED.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is under new management and they're ready to make a deal. Listen up. After 2023, the Dodge Challenger and Charger will be no more. But at Patriot, we're offering $2,500 cash back on all 2022 models. Select Ram 1500 pickups are just 2.9% for 72 months with approved credit. The Jeep Renegade is at 1.9% for 72 months and the Wagoneer at 2.9% for 72 months. Get the best deals at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. The holiday season is upon us, which means family and friends will come to visit. And at Vickers Furniture, you'll get 18 months no-interest financing on select furniture, like sofas, love seats, ottomans, and recliners. Matter of fact, right now, take 10% off all recliners in stock. Plus, get your $10,000 drawing tickets, too. Come in for details. Vickers Furniture, 2nd and Wyandotte, downtown McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
Are you looking for the best customer service possible? McAlester Pepsi is your total beverage provider. From bar needs to school concession stands, McAlester Pepsi has everything in between. Fountain, vending, coolers, and cups. McAlester Pepsi has you covered. 2019 and 2020 and 2022 awarded Bottler of the Year. McAlester Pepsi has taken the hometown service to the national level with all eyes in the Pepsi world on McAlester. They're watching and wondering what's next. Visit McAllisterPepsi.com for more information. Locally owned and operated since 1939.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is under new management and they're ready to make a deal. Listen up. After 2023, the Dodge Challenger and Charger will be no more. But at Patriot, we're offering $2,500 cash back on all 2022 models. Select Ram 1500 pickups are just 2.9% for 72 months with approved credit. The Jeep Renegade is at 1.9% for 72 months and the Wagoneer at 2.9% for 72 months. Get the best deals at Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram.
Welcome back to the House on the Hill, Bob Brumman Gymnasium in McAlester, Oklahoma. I'm Brandon Green along with Wyatt Hubbard. We had our first half where the Wolves took a 6-point lead before the end of the half to lead McAlester after the Buffaloes led 9-7 at the end of the first quarter. We'll have a look at the halftime stats here coming up with your halftime stats brought to you by First Realty.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs, whether residential or commercial. First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
All right, Wyatt, let's go ahead and look at the halftime stats.
Malachi Rice leads in scoring at the half with 11 points on 5 of 7 shooting from the field. 1 of 1 from the charity stripe. He has 9 boards here tonight. Adonis Holloman has 7 points tonight on 2 of 5 shooting from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, and 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. Also has 3 boards. Cody Allen.
Cole Allen. Gosh dang, how many times are you going to call him Cody Allen?
Cole Allen has 2 points on the night on 1 of 7 shooting. He also has 4 boards, 1 offensive board, 3 defensive boards.
I'm about to slap you on behalf of the Allen family.
Ed, moving right along here, McKendrick has 1 point on 1 of 2 shooting from the charity stripe, and that's going to round out your scoring.
All right, let's look at some team stats here for McAlester.
All right, team stats now. Looks like McAlester on the night shooting 8 of 24 from the field. That's good for 33%. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Shawnee is 10 of 29. That's good for 34%. So neither team really shooting well from the field tonight. Meanwhile, from beyond the arc, McAlester only 1 of 7. That's good for 14%. Meanwhile, Shawnee with 5 threes, 5 of 18. That's good for 28%. From the charity stripe, McAlester 4 of 5. That's good for 80%. And Shawnee is 2 of 6. That's good for 33%. As far as rebounds go, McAlester has 18 boards, Shawnee with 13. Offensive boards, McAlester has 7, Shawnee with 5. Defensive boards, McAlester has 11, Shawnee with 8. And as far as steals go, it looks like McAlester with 3, Shawnee with 6. As far as turnovers go, Shawnee has 6 turnovers, McAlester with 12, each team with 1 block.
All right, so as we're looking at the second half, Wyatt, what do you want to see?
I'd like to see some of those runners that you've been missing start falling here. Like I said, neither team really shooting well from the field tonight. So if McAlester can get some of those runners to start falling, they could start to pull away here. And also, they're only, I believe, 1 of 7 from 3. Neither McAlester team has really shot well from 3. So hopefully the Buffaloes can get that 3-ball falling in the second half.
Between McAlester boys and girls, through 6 quarters of play, they're 1 of 24 from 3. And the only one we made was running towards the basket at the final second with a hand in their face inside the circle at the buzzer. So, hey, if we're going to make threes, we're going to make it fantastic here, aren't we? But, yeah, I'd say you got to make your outside shot, because when you can't make your outside shot, you become one-dimensional. They guard, they load up the paint, and that starts to neutralize Malachi Rice, who's been your biggest weapon so far. So you've got to be able to make your outside shot so they can start respecting your outside shot a little bit more, because if you don't do that, we saw what happened with the Shawnee Lady Wolves. They ended up loading the paint. They said, if you're going to beat us from the outside, because you haven't made one yet. So if McAlester boys start to do the same and can't make their outside shots, you're going to see a similar situation there. And one thing I'd really like to see from McAlester boys in the second half, they've gotten hit by the turnover bug again. Again, against Jinx JV, they trailed by 12 at the half, but they had 12 turnovers also. The rest of the way, they only had 5. So take care of the ball in the second half, and you could see a similar game play out in which McAlester can go on a little bit of run here in the second half and maybe come away with their 3rd win of the year, currently 2-3 on the season. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with some second half action. Again, McAlester trailing the Wolves 27-21 in the boys' game here on KN.
The holiday season is upon us, which means family and friends will come to visit. And at Vickers Furniture, you'll get 18 months no-interest financing on select furniture, like sofas, love seats, ottomans, and recliners. Matter of fact, right now, take 10% off all recliners in stock. Plus, get your $10,000 drawing tickets, too. Come in for details. Vickers Furniture, 2nd and Wyandotte, downtown McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAlester are both locally owned and operated. Both offer clean and comfortable rooms at a great price. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of McAlester Buffalo Sports, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. Remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American Inn Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester.
Wow, look at all the new vehicles we have.
I know, we're getting new vehicles every day.
We want to make your holiday one to remember.
Receive a $500 gift card with each new vehicle purchase.
And happy holidays from all of us here at Fenton Nissan of McAlester.
Happy holidays! Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at FentonNissan.com.
We're about to head to the second half. This is Brandon Green, your voice of the Buffaloes, alongside Wyatt Hubbard, your stats color man, as it is 27-21. The McAlester Buffaloes trailing by 6 going to the second half. Again, color commentator, Mr. Wyatt Hubbard, what are your final thoughts before we begin the second half?
Two pretty tight games in Brumley here tonight.
That is for sure, and McAlester trying to come away with another comeback win. Again, they trailed by 12 against Jinx JV in their last game of the Tahlequah Invitational. They trail by 6 here tonight. Got to get that outside shot falling. That's been a common theme really throughout the night, and we'll see what the Buffaloes do. It's Adonis Holloman, Lewis Whitmore, Cole Allen, Eli Chapman, and Malachi Rice to begin the second half for the Buffaloes. We flip sides. Shawnee will get the ball to begin the second half, as they'll have it on the right side at the half-court line. Getting the inbound will be Dayton Patton. And we're back underway. Right wing over to Brooks. Brooks lost the ball, almost stolen by Holloman, gathered back by Patton. Patton dribbles to the right wing, hands it off over to Needham. Needham around the arc. Reverses direction to the right wing, guarded up nicely by Holloman. To the top of the key, back to the near corner. Needham gets a man to jump, drives in, cuts it near corner. Now over to the right wing, picked up by McLean. McLean left wing to the far corner. Needham looks baseline, back outside the left front court. 32 seconds gone by in this possession. Wolves lead by 6, 27-21. They restart the offense. Patton, passing top of the key, gets a screen. Left wing three with a hand in his face. In and out, but we have a foul on the shot. We're going to be having 3 free throws coming up for Jalen Wicks. That's Allen's first personal. Again, when the 3 ball is so important to McAllister's game, it's got to fall. Again, they shot 39% from 3 in their win against the Trojans back on Saturday. First shot missed by Wicks. He's got 2 more coming up. On the tournament, they shot 33% from 3, but right now just 1 of 7. Second one on the way. Wicks got that one to make it 28-21. And trying to make it an 8-point game, here's Wicks with his 3rd free throw on the way. He left that one short. Rebounded by Chapman. Chapman head over to Allen. Allen being tracked from behind. He'll drive in. 4 jerseys around him. Can't get the shot to fall, and the McAlester Buffaloes going one and done. Nearly stepping on the baseline there, but being careful was Jalen Wicks. Feeding it over to the far corner to Needham. Back over to Patton. Patton will dribble inside the circle and chest pass it over to the right wing to Wicks. Wicks dribbling right. Going to go off a screen and pass it off to the left front court. Now to the far corner, Patton dribbling inside. Passing outside, near corner Needham. 3-pointer up. 3-pointer air ball. Rebounded by Chapman. Chapman's got a couple of boards to begin the second half. Allen's got the ball now. Allen over the left wing. Tried to dribble behind the back. Gathered it over to Holloman. Holloman on the red line between the rings. Passing right wing over to Woodmore. Woodmore. Top of the key to Allen. Allen eyed the rim. Passes the left wing over to Holloman. Feeding down low to Rice. Rice double team. Tries to get to the opposite post. Or opposite block to Chapman. He saves it to the right wing. Allen for 3. Allen painted gold. There we go. That's just what the doctor ordered to make it 28-24. Needham driving in. Lost the ball. Stolen by Chapman. Pass stripped by Rice. Skipping over to Holloman. Holloman to a feeding Rice. Rice! Two-handed slam! Bring down the thunder, Malachi Rice. And he was fouled. He'll go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. This trip to the charity stripe brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For all of your animals feeding needs, visit us in McAlester, Kiowa, and Shakota. Go Buffs. Malachi Rice, have yourself a game, sir.
Yeah, just doing it all.
He misses the free throw, though, and it's an offensive board by Adonis. Adonis dribbles it out, passes to the right wing over to Allen, feeding it back down low over to Rice. 2-point game, McAlester down. Back outside over to the right wing over to Adonis. Adonis passing back between the rings over the left wing to Allen for the lead. Will he bank it in? No. Ball goes towards the corner, rebounded by the Wolves. Still a 2-point game. By the way, Rice had 9 rebounds in the first half alone. Far corner, Needham. Needham back out to the left wing. Feeding it over the right front court over to Patton. Patton back over to McLean. McLean back to Patton. Patton takes the right wing 3. That one's off the back iron. Rebounded by Allen. Allen's push, no whistle. Allen will give it off over to Holloman. Down by 2. Holloman, top of the key, feeding left wing. Allen dribbles around a man. Will back pedal, picks up his dribble, feeds it to a cutting Holloman who barely grabs it and dribbles it back out the perimeter. Right wing 3, he'll take it. This one's too short, though, and we have a rebound by the Wolves. Going the other way is Wicks. Wicks feeding to a cutting man. Patton scores and makes it a 4-point game. 30-26, 5:08 left to go in the third. Woodmore to the left wing over to Allen. Allen feeding inside over to Chapman. Chapman looking for a cutting man. No one's open. He dribbles it out. Now finds a cutting Holloman. Holloman lost it on the way up, but he was driving first. There'll be a foul called on the Wolves. This is their second or their third team foul of the second half. See who the foul's on first. It's going to be on number 0, Dayton Patton, only his first personal. It is team foul number 2 on Shawnee. Buffalo's down by 4. Woodmore will inbound. Left at the glass along the baseline. Woodmore looking. No one's open. A pass that was intended for Rice down low is knocked out of bounds by Needham. He'll stay with the Buffs. Woodmore will do it again. Take 2. Lobbing it out over to Chapman. Left wing gives off over to Holloman. Holloman off the screen takes the 3 off the front side of the rim. Rebound along the baseline, just staying in bounds was Wicks. Good awareness to be able to keep his toes in bounds like he was a wide receiver, dragging his feet along the far sideline. 30-26 off a screen. Patton, nice moves inside the paint. Floaters up and good. Tip your cap over to Dayton Patton. And that makes it 32-26, back to a 6-point game. Woodmore dribbles to the right wing, lobs it inside to Rice. Rice back outside left wing. Holloman drives, kicks near corner. Allen for 3. Paint it gold. Back to a 3-point game. 32-29. Cole Allen just loves playing on that side of the floor. Nearly a steal by Rice. High post Allen will foul, though, a fellow number 30, Colin Brooks.
Yeah, Cole Allen now has 8 points on those 2 made threes.
All of a sudden, he had 2 points in the first half. That's Allen's second personal foul. 32-29. McAlester is down by 3. Inbound into the circle over to Patton. Patton dribbles right, dribbles back left. Stops, passes over to the left wing. Over to Wicks, who gets it to McLean on the edge of the circle. McLean dribbling right. Looking left, passes right, further in the corner. Woodmore guarding up Patton well, gets it back inside. McLean spin move inside, lost the ball, gathers it back, tries to go around Rice. Missed shot, offensive board, missed shot there. Ball can't be saved by the Wolves, and it'll be McAlester basketball as it went towards the Shawnee cheerleaders. Still a 3-point game. McAlester down, 3:49 left to go in the third. Woodmore will get the inbound. 2 team fouls by both teams here. Past the top of the key, we're going to have a moving screen. Offensive foul on the Buffaloes. Who's it on, though? It's going to be on Eli Chapman. That's only his first personal. TJ Bishop checks back in. He was the top returning scorer and rebounder for the Wolves from last year. 32-29, McAlester showing a little bit of pressure here. Not necessarily a press right now as the Wolves get across that court line. Patton dribbles inside the arc, dribbles back out, being guarded up by Allen. Right wing, Bishop gets it near corner. Over to McLean. McLean feeding it inside, back outside Needham. Down to the baseline, 2-pointer up. Blocked shot by Chapman. Get it out of here. Rebounded by Rice. Rice now over with Woodmore with the ball to the left wing. Between the rings over to Allen, passing right wing to Holloman. Holloman going to get a screen by Rice. Gives it to a trailing Rice and right through his hands. The only mistake really that Rice has made today. Just right through his hands on his drive to the basket. Turnover on the Buffaloes. 3:03 left to go in the third. Still down by 3. And we have a timeout called first before the inbound. We did. We'll take it. Buffaloes trail by 3 here on K.
Vickers Power Sports of McAlester, your official Honda dealer. We are proud to announce a full line of Honda side-by-sides, ATVs, and dirt bikes. Vickers is also expanding our line of boats to include the all-new Sea-Doo Switch and Crest pontoons. Pre-sales have begun and inventory will be limited, so don't wait. Come see us, 1904 South Main, McAlester. Call 918-423-3306 or online at vickerspowersports.com. Vickers Power Sports. Get your adventure rolling.
Wolves leading the Buffaloes 32-29. Buffaloes have 3 team fouls here in the second half. Wolves have 2. Coach Hallman calling his... was that Hallman that called the timeout, or was that the Wolves? I believe they're going to charge the Wolves with the timeout because they only used 1 before the end of the first half, and now they have 3. McAlester still with 5. So Buffalo still have their timeouts. Need them in the backcourt as McAllister's going to press a little bit here. Bishop across the half-court line, lobbing it to the near corner over to McLean as the Wolves beat the press and give it back over to Bishop. Bishop behind the back, lost the dribble, gathers it back. Lost the ball again, but bats it over to Dayton Patton in the circle. Back to Bishop. Bishop back to Patton as they're playing catch right now, and Patton's directing Bishop to go along the baseline. Patton passes inside the paint, and we have a foul called on Chapman. He was expecting a turnaround jumper by McLean. Chapman had a great block in the last possession, but McLean never went up with the shot, and landing on his back was Chapman. That's the second personal. Evan Black checks in with 2:36 remaining in the quarter, and Buffs trailing by 3 in the third. Inbound to the circle over to McLean. We'll give it off over to Brooks, who gives it to the left wing to Patton. Patton guarded up well here by Allen. Dribbling backwards, passing over to Needham. Around the arc to the near corner. Bishop trying to drive baseline. Is fouled along the baseline. Fouled by Black, and that's going to be team foul number 5 on the black and gold. 2 more fouls from being in the putting Shawnee into the bonus for the remainder of the game. With 2:22 left to go in the third. 2 quick fouls here in the third quarter. Inbound along the baseline over to McLean. Dribbling it outside the arc, still a 3-point game. Over to Bishop between the rings. Bishop back to McLean, left wing. He starts his dribble and backpedals. Shawnee taking their time, moving a little bit slow right now. Dribbling left, reversing over to right. Quarterback pass sidearm over to the right front court, over to Bishop. Bishop backpedaling on Holloman, driving in now. Cross-court pass far corner. McLean takes a spot at 3 with a hand in his face. Off the back iron. Offensive board, down low. Brooks puts it in. Makes it 34-29. Second chance opportunities here. Killing McAlester on that possession. Right wing, Allen takes the right wing 3. Wide open, painted gold. Cole Allen has found a stroke, and that makes it 34-32. His 3 for his last 3 three-pointer attempts. Again, by the way, on the year, shooting 39% from 3. Top of the key. Should have been a travel there. Bishop's got the ball passing left wing over to McLean. McLean driving, stopping, doubled up. Ball comes loose. He just fell down. Rice gets the steal and gives it over to Allen, saving it in the corner. Woodmore down by 2. Goes behind the back. Dribbles to the left front court. Woodmore passes it off over to Allen to the right wing. Adonis driving for the tie. Shot blocked out of bounds. Blocked by McLean. They'll stay with the Buffaloes along the baseline, and a 2-point game with 1:12 remaining in the third. Woodmore inbounds over to the right wing to Holloman. Holloman lobbing down low to Rice. Feeds it back to Holloman. Holloman ties it up. 34-34. McAlester has overcome that 6-point deficit at halftime with a minute left to go in the third. McAlester turning up the pressure. Allen nearly with a steal. Patton getting it baseline over to Brooks. Brooks back outside at the top to keep Patton. Thought about the 3. Drives in instead. 2-pointer up. Wild shot. Foul called on the shot. We'll see what's on. It's on Rice. It's going to be on Evan Black. It's a second personal, but that's team foul number 6 on McAlester. 1 more puts the Wolves at the line for the remainder of the game. And Coach Holloman's going to take a full timeout. We'll take it. Tie game 34-all here on K.
Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAlester are both locally owned and operated. Both offer clean and comfortable rooms at a great price. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of McAlester Buffalo Sports, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. Remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American Inn Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester.
Look at all the new vehicles we have.
I know, we're getting new vehicles every day.
We want to make your holiday one to remember. Receive
a $500 gift card with each new vehicle purchase.
And happy holidays from all of us here at Fenton Nissan of McAlester.
Happy holidays! Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
"34-34 is our score. 51 seconds remaining in the third. Evan Black, Lewis Woodmore, Adonis Holloman, Cole Allen, and Malachi Rice on the floor for the Buffaloes. We have that was on the shot. We're going to be having Dayton Patton go to the free throw line here. With J.J. McLean on the floor with them, Colin Brooks. Looks like Rodriguez on the floor for the Wolves. So the first shot is made. And he can't turn sideways. I'm trying to find I think that's Bishop also on the floor for the Wolves. Second shot good as well. And the Wolves, again, retake the lead. They lead by 2. 36-34 the score. 46 seconds left to go in the quarter. Rice with the ball top of the key. He's got 13 points on 6 of 8 shooting, 11 boards in the first 3 quarters. Looking inside, passes batted and straight to Colin Brooks of the Wolves. That's a steal for Shawnee in a 2-point game. 29 seconds left to go in the third. The Wolves trying to strengthen their lead. Let's see if they wait to have the last shot. McLean, right wing, works off the screen, passing it to Rodriguez. Just came into the game after the timeout. Between the rings, Brooks dribbling, passing off over to Bishop. 13 seconds left to go in the third. Back inside the circle over to Rodriguez, passing McLean left wing. 8 seconds. 7, Bishop top of the key, finds a lane, drives, floater, short, rebounded, Holloman, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Left wing 3 at the buzzer, left it short. And we go to the fourth quarter. McAlester, though, pulls it within 2 after trailing by 6 at the half. Put those 4s up in the air, Buff fans. 36-34, McAlester trails here on K&E.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. Winter will be here before you know it, so call today, 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
McAlester is trailing the Shawnee Wolves 36-34. The Buffaloes will get the ball to begin the final quarter of play. Last time that we played over here in McAlester, Oklahoma, the Buffaloes won 68-63 in overtime against Broken Bow. Do we have another classic forming in front of our eyes right now? Right wing, Woodmore with the ball. He's on the floor with Evan Black, Cole Allen, Malachi Rice, who has the ball in the low post. Rice inside the paint, scores again. Ties it up 36-36. Again, Rice, Black, Allen, Woodmore, and Adonis Holloman on the floor. And a tie game with 7:35 remaining in it. McAlester pressing. Cross-court pass over to Bishop. Bishop to the left wing. Behind the back, dribbles baseline. Passes behind the back, straight to Cole Allen with the steal. He feeds it off over to Evan Black across that court line. Black passes right wing. Allen, wide open right wing 3. Off the front side of the rim, and it hit the top of the glass and found the bottom of the bucket. Painted gold. The Buffaloes have Buffalo magic here to begin the fourth quarter. 36-39, the Buffaloes lead. We'll take a break here on K&E.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to health care at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied
Send it straight to us. We'll go back to the commercial here in just a moment. We had a 60-second break. They only gave us 30 there. Sorry, our apologies. 7:13 left to go in the game. McAlester leading 39-36 after a magic three was made by Cole Allen. And Rice has a steal, but he stepped out of bounds just barely in front of the Shawnee bench. Cole Allen never knew. He went up for the dunk. So 39-36, McAlester is down by 3, nearly had a steal by Rice. And Needham will inbound, feeding it over to Wicks. Wicks back over to Needham, far corner. Back to Wicks, around the arc, the right front court, over to Patton. Patton back to Wicks. Again, they're in the front court currently on the edge of the circle. Back over to Patton, right wing three for the tie. That one's off the back iron. Rebounded by Rice. He's got another one. Over to Holloman. Holloman across the half-court line. Right front court. And by the way, Rice is only averaging 4.8 rebounds per game coming into this one. He has gotten at least, I think he's gotten 12 so far. Right wing, Woodmore. Woodmore looking inside, bumped, no whistle, to the right wing over to Black. Black driving baseline, pulls up baseline jumper off the back iron. No one down low on the other side of the paint to be able to rebound but Rodriguez of the Wolves. They'll take it the other way. 6:23 remaining. Pass high post, Rodriguez. Lobs it out far corner for the tie. Wicks on the way, missed it. Rebounded by Woodmore down low. Woodmore across the half-court line, skipping to Holloman. Holloman driving in, lays it over for Rice. Rice can't make the shot, wide open off the right block. And already laying out of bounds was Jalen Wicks when he touched the ball. It will stay with McAlester. Again, one of the few mistakes that Rice has made. But what a pass from Adonis Holloman through two different bodies in the paint. Somehow found Malachi Rice. Just couldn't finish to go by two possessions.
It was right on a dime in traffic.
Beautiful look for Holloman. He never had a chance at the shot. It would have been blocked into oblivion. A great look. Inbound low post. Goes right back over to Woodmore, who tried inbounding it. Woodmore double teamed. We have a timeout called by Coach Holloman with 6:04 left to go in the game. We'll take it. 39-36, McAlester leading by 3 here on K.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Back to action as we have Woodmore going to inbound it in front of the McAlester bench. The Buffaloes leading 39-36. An inbound over to Black, and we're back underway. Black will hand it off over to Holloman, who takes his place in the right front court. Black calling for Woodmore. Still plenty of separation, never dribbled. Passes left front court, feeding it near corner over to Woodmore. Woodmore starts his dribble, right-handed pass left front court over to Black. Black dribbles up towards the arc, picks up his dribble, has to give it to somebody, feeds it down low over to Rice. Rice gives it to a cutting Woodmore in the paint, finds a lane, he's fouled. Is it on the shot? It is. That'll send Lewis Woodmore to the free throw line. This trip to the Charity Stripe brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For all of your animals feeding needs, visit us in McAlester, Kiowa, and Chakotah. Go Buffs. Woodmore, 4 of 10 from the free throw line so far this year, 40%, averaging 7.2 points per game, as his first attempt is short. But Woodmore's had a fantastic start to the year. Again, we mentioned 7.2 points per game, 39% shooting, 3.4 boards per game. He's trying to go 1 of 2 from the line here. Trying to make it a 2-possession game. Woodmore does so. Rattles home, makes it 40-36. 5:37 left to go in the game. McAlester will press across that court line, taking Rodriguez. Shawnee, once again, a good job of beating the press. Down in the paint. Back outside, far corner. With it is Wicks as they set up the offense. 4-point game. Wicks skipping it inside the perimeter. Rodriguez tries driving, and we have a foul called. Is it on Black or Holloman? And that'll send Rodriguez to the free throw line, as that's going to be team foul number 7 on McAlester. It's on Evan Black, his third personal. And for every McAlester foul from here on out, that'll send the Wolves to the free throw line. 1-and-1 coming up here. And we have a lane violation. And that's going to be on Brooks. He was leaning forward, went ahead and touched all 10 of his fingers inside the paint, and that'll give McAlester the ball. Woodmore will inbound over to Holloman, and now it's going to be the Wolves with a little bit of press defense here. Back over to Holloman, back to Woodmore. in the backcourt. Across that court line he goes, being guarded up by Needham. Lost his dribble, gathers it back, pass inside the circle over to Allen. Allen picks up his dribble, feeding it off over to Woodmore, who takes his place in the circle. 5 minutes left to go in the game. Buffalo's trying to hold on to this 4-point lead. Far corner over to Black. Black looking inside, driving baseline, stops up with a wild two, airballed it. Rebounded by Needham. Going the other way, Patton. Patton decides to wait for his offense as he saw 4 white jerseys in front of him. Passing to the top of the key, Rodriguez eyes the rim, pass batted to the far corner, but still taken back by the Wolves. And Jalen Wicks in the circle over to Patton, feeding a high post to Rodriguez, looks inside, finds Brooks back out near corner. Needham for 3, Needham in and out, rebounded by Rice. He's got another board, he's a vacuum down low. Out over to Allen, Allen right wing, driving, stopping, hands off over to Black, Black straight to a man, straight to Patton. One-on-one in transition, Patton missed the layup, rebounded by Holloman. Holloman wide open, Rice, two-handed, nope, he didn't slam it, just lays this one in, and it makes it 42-36. Down low, Rodriguez the other side. Waits for Allen to jump. Misses the layup. Offensive board. 2 is up. Missed it again. Offensive board. 3rd time's a charm. And 1. Can't have that many offensive rebounds when you have the numbers down in the paint for the first 2 shots. So that makes it 42-38. And plus Patton with a chance to make it a 3-point game. Chapman will come in for Black. Garrett Pickett checks in. For who? We got 7 Buffaloes on the floor right now. Rice comes out. Woodmore's going to check out too, so it's going to be McKendrick, Holloman, looks like Pickett, Chapman, and Cole Allen. 4-point game, 42-38. Trying to complete the 3-point play here is Dayton Patton, and he does. Just like that, back to a 1-possession game, 42-39, the same score that the girls had to win it, as Hallman currently has it in the backcourt. Cross-court pass, it's tipped and stolen again. The Buffalo's being careless with the ball now. Wolves racking up the steals. Wicks to the right wing to Patton. 3-point game, Patton, edge of the circle. Dribbling left, passing left over to Needham. Needham back to Patton. Looking inside, pass it back to Needham. Back to Patton, over at pass right wing. McLean. Feeding it down low, Brooks back outside. Needham to the left wing. Patton takes the 3 for the tie. Got it. All of a sudden, we're tied up, 42-42. That 6-point lead has vanished in the last 2 possessions on an and 1 and a 3-point. Pass across half court line. Chapman trying to give them the lead back. He banks it in on the runner. 44-42. Chapman sinks the shot to make it 2-point game. Driving in, Patton trying to tie it right back up, and he does as he goes coast to coast. Right through Buffalo defenders. 3 minutes left to go. We're tied up 44-all. Allen across the half-court line over to Chapman. Chapman can find Pickett down low. He does off the left block. He can't score, but he's fouled down low on the shot. This trip to the Charity Stripe brought to you by Big V Feed Center for all of your animals feeding needs. Visit us in McAlester, Kiowa, and Chakotah. Go Buffs. I'll tell you what, here in McAlester, it's Cardiac Mac. That's the truth. Every time we have a game here, it seems like it comes down to the final seconds. And we're tied up 44-44 with 2:53 left to go in the game.
Yeah, we've had some nail biters coming down to the wire.
2 shots coming up for Garrett Pickett. He's 3 of 7 from the line on the year. First shot by Garrett is good. Rattles home. Buffaloes retake the lead 45-44. McKendrick comes out. Woodmore comes in. We have 18 fouls on McAlester in the second half, only 4 so far on Shawnee. McAlester has been the more aggressive team in the second half, though. Pickett's second shot off the back iron, rebounded by the Wolves. Wicks has it, passes off over to Bishop. McAlster's got to be careful not to foul to the near corner. Patton will dribble around the arc. Cross-court pass far corner to Needham. Needham driving baseline. Stopped, nearly traveled, threw it over to Holloman for the steal. 1-on-3, he doesn't have the numbers, tries driving anyway, reverse layup, he's fouled on the wrist. Holloman will go to the free throw line for 2 attempts. That reminded me exactly of how overtime ended for the Buffs back a week ago. They were driving baseline, passed it straight over to Holloman. Holloman went and scored, got the and 1, and had a clutch free throw made. This time, can't get the shot to fall as he was hit on the wrist. But he has a chance to sink in 2 shots here. His first one is up and good. Making it 46-44. Holloman now with double digits. He's got 10 points. Chapman checks out. Rice checks in. 2-point game. Trying to make it a 3 here is Holloman. Takes a few dribbles, bends the knees, shot is up, and he made them both. 47-44, McAlester leads by 3. McAlester not letting up on the gas. They're pressuring. Pass across the half-court line. Wolves beat the press again. Near corner, Needham waits for the rest of his offense and passes to the right wing over to Patton. Patton left wing to Wiggs, feeding the far corner. Bishop driving baseline, 2-pointer up, reverse layup, good. What a shot by T.J. Bishop to pull the Wolves back within 1, 47-46. Allen across the half-court line, double team, cross-court pass. It's nearly stolen, taken back by Holloman. Just almost into the hands of Bishop, who tipped that pass. Woodmore now tries driving right lane, feeds it off over to Rice, baseline jumper, missed the shot. Offensive board by Woodmore in the corner. Woodmore tried feeding it over to Pickett, and it's right through the hands down low and out of bounds. Turnover McAlester. Got to keep your head on a swivel. Under 2 minutes left to go in the game. The Buffaloes lead 47-46. And a nail-biter here in Pittsburgh County. Wiggs back over to Patton. Patton across that court line with the pass over to Bishop. Bishop handing off over to Needham near corner. Lobbing it, nearly stolen by Adonis. Passing far corner to Wiggs. Wiggs back over to Patton. High post. Turnaround jumper for the lead. Brooks got it. 48-47. Shawnee back on top of McAlester. 90 seconds left to play. Holloman passing over to Pickett. Pickett near corner. Pickett trying to drive. Feeds off over to Rice. Outside, right wing. Allen backing up his man. Back outside over to Woodmore to the left wing. 1:16 remaining in the game. Red line passing right wing to Woodmore. Woodmore. There's a late foul called inside, but it's the right call. Malachi Rice shoved aside his man, and I'll give the Wolves the ball. Third personal on Malachi Rice, who's trying to get open inside the paint. So 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go in the game. Wolves with a 1-point lead. Bishop driving to the rack, throws it over to Needham, who saves it from going out of bounds. And now they get it back to the front court. Far corner Needham. Under a minute left to go in the game. Buffs down by 1. Right front court. Patton tries driving on Woodmore. 50 seconds. They're going to hold the ball as much as they can. McAlester trying to, as of right now, go for the turnover instead of the foul. 45 seconds. Bishop behind the back pass over to Needham. Back to Bishop. Bishop driving. 2-pointer up. Oh, we've got a foul called on Rice. The ball was coming loose as he came up. I thought Rice had the block, but they're going to call it on the shot. So Bishop will go to the free throw line. Bishop shooting just under 70% from the line on the year. That's foul number 4 on Rice. This is 2 shots coming up here for Bishop. First one up. No good. Oh, he made it. It bounced off the rim and fell in. Pickett checks out. Chapman checks in. It's a 2-point game. No matter what happens here, unless he misses it and it's a putback, it's still a 1-possession game. Bishop bends the knees. Shot is up. That one he did make, but it hit it off the bottom of the shot clock and then went in. So it'll stay a 2-point game. McAlester trailing 49-47. Woodmore will inbound over to Allen. Back over to Woodmore. 35 seconds left to go in this one. Pass back over to Allen. Allen back to Woodmore. Woodmore across the half-court line. Double teamed in the circle. Woodmore pass side post to Chapman. Chapman down low for Rice. Rice ties it with a thunderous jam to make it 49 all. 20 seconds left to go in the game. The Shawnee tried to save for the last shot. They call a timeout as they cross the half-court line with 16 seconds left to go in the game. We'll take a timeout right here on KN.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
We have a tie game, 49-49. Malachi Rice now with 19 points on the game, leads the team in points for the Buffaloes. Tied it up 49 all. It'll be Shawnee basketball coming out of the break. The Buffaloes are tied up with the Wolves. They'll have it on their side of the half-court line. On the floor for McAlester, Woodmore, Holloman, Allen, Chapman, and Rice. By the way, McAlester has put the Wolves into the double bonus. A foul by McAlester at all gives them 2 shots at the line. Bishop will inbound. Slaps the ball, throws into the backcourt over to Patton. 14 seconds left to go in this one. 12 seconds across the half-court line off a screen. Patton, left wing double team. Pass to the top of the key over to Wicks. 7 seconds. Needham, right wing. Takes the 3 for the lead. Off the back iron. Offensive board, 2 seconds. It's on the floor, and we have a buzzer. 2 home games here in Pittsburgh County. 2 overtimes. Let's have free basketball. 49 all. The score going to the period number 5 here on KNED.
Are you looking for the best customer service possible? McAlester Pepsi is your total beverage provider. From bar needs to school concession stands, McAlester Pepsi has everything in between. Fountain, vending, coolers, and cups. McAlester Pepsi has you covered. 2019 and 2020 and 2022 awarded Bottler of the Year. McAlester Pepsi has taken the hometown service to the national level with all eyes in the Pepsi world on McAlester. They're watching and wondering what's next. Visit McAllisterPepsi.com for more information. Locally owned and operated since 1939.
Vickers Power Sports of McAlester, your official Honda dealer. We are proud to announce a full line of Honda side-by-sides, ATVs, and dirt bikes. Vickers is also expanding our line of boats to include the all-new Sea-Doo Switch and Crest pontoons. Pre-sales have begun and inventory will be limited, so don't wait. Come see us, 1904 South Main, McAlester. Call 918-423-3306 or online at vickerspowersports.com. Vickers Power Sports, get your adventure rolling.
We have free basketball again here in McAlester. We're about to have tip-off to begin overtime. Brought to you by Beautiful Rooms Furniture for a great mattress at a great price, plus quality furniture. Beautiful Rooms Furniture on Wyandotte Avenue in McAlester. It'll be Chapman, Rice, who's playing with 4 fouls right now. Adonis Holloman, Lewis Woodmore, and Cole Allen. There's the tip. It's won by McAlester, as let's have an extra period here. Period number 5 for the Buffs. Allen passes it down low over to Rice. Rice calling for a cutting Allen. Gets it instead down low to Chapman! Cha-ching plus tax! And he gives the Buffaloes a 2-point lead, 51-49. Great look by Malachi Rice with the assist. Didn't have Allen open on the cut, but had Chapman wide open on the left block, and he has a chance to make this a 3-point game. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center for all of your animals feeding needs. Chapman's free throw rattles out. By the way, visit Big V Feed Center in McAlester, Kiowa, and Chakotah. Go Buffs. Across the half-court line, Patton with the basketball, dribbling back near the circle, passing left wing to Needham. McAlester leading 51-49. 3.5 minutes left to go in the game. Floater inside, grazed the front side of the rim. Offensive board, spins out. Rebounded by Woodmore, and he's pushed out of bounds. Foul on Dayton Patton. And that's going to be team foul number 7 on the Wolves, which will send Woodmore to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Woodmore went 1 of 2 from the line earlier tonight. He's 5 for 12 on the year. Only one person down low to rebound from McAlester, and it's Adonis Holloman. Trying to keep Malachi away from him because he has 4 fouls right now. Woodmore's shot is no good. Around the rim, missed. Still a 2-point game. Free throws right now come back to bite McAlester. Right wing, skipping it inside. Patton dribbled it off his leg and out of bounds. Turnover on the Wolves. McAlester back with the basketball with 3:19 remaining. Woodmore in the backcourt. Passes it over to Allen. Allen over to Chapman. Chapman being trailed, drives in. Air ball, rebounded by the Wolves down inside. A chance for the 2 there, but McAlester just a little bit short. Wolves with a chance to tie or take the lead. Bishop near corner. Driving baseline. Looked like he stepped out of bounds, and he did. Malachi Rice gives a smile to the student section, and he has a lot to smile about tonight. Malachi Rice has been absolutely phenomenal, and we'll have a timeout call. Buffaloes leading by 2 with 2:59 left to go in OT here on KE.
The holiday season is upon us, which means family and friends will come to visit. And at Vickers Furniture, you'll get 18 months no-interest financing on select furniture, like sofas, love seats, ottomans, and recliners. Matter of fact, right now, take 10% off all recliners in stock. Plus, get your $10,000 drawing tickets, too. Come in for details. Vickers Furniture, 2nd and Wyandotte, downtown McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAlester are both locally owned and operated. Both offer clean and comfortable rooms at a great price. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of McAlester Buffalo Sports, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. Remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American Inn Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester.
It's McAlester basketball leading 51-49. 2:59 left to go in overtime. Woodmore will inbound as we have no subs for the Buffaloes. Woodmore in the backcourt. Shawnee will show a little bit of pressure, but they're backing up as Woodmore dribbles. Pass it back over to Holloman with the skip. Left front court. Again, 2-point game, McAlester leading. Holloman inside the circle. Fakes the dribble right, passes left over to Woodmore. Woodmore high post to Chapman. Chapman, good move, drives inside, and the layup's good. Chapman has all 4 points for the Buffaloes here in overtime. He's got 6 points on the game as the Buffaloes lead by 4, 53-49. Right wing, Patton with the ball. Lobs it, left wing to Bishop, feeding a far corner to Wicks. Wicks high post, left elbow 2 is good by Colin Brooks. It makes it 53-51. 2:17 remaining in OT. Skip across the half-court line. Back over to Woodmore, skipping over to Chapman. Chapman driving in again, feeding it late for Rice. Rice, layup is good off the left block, and it makes it once again a 4-point game, 55-51. Chapman and Rice has been a dynamic duo here in OT. Top of the key, Patton dribbled it off his foot, stolen by Woodmore. 3-on-2, the Buffaloes have numbers. Woodmore driving in, and he's fouled on the shot. Woodmore will be going to the free throw line for 2 shots here. It's going to be on Brooks. It's only his first personal. Team foul number 8 on the Wolves. There's still 2 more before McAlester gets to the double bonus. Woodmore has to tuck in his shirt here. Once again, free throw is looming large for the Buffs. Brumley gets silent. Bends knees. Shot is up. Woodmore hits the first one. 56-51, 5-point lead for the Buffs. Woodmore is at the free throw line. Holloman and Allen down low to rebound for McAlester should Woodmore miss. Second shot, good. Woodmore 2 big free throws to give McAlester a 6-point lead, 57-51. Allen's got the steal on the inbound. Going up for 2, we got a charge on Woodmore. Nearly another foul on the shot. They're going to say he planted his feet quick enough, and that'll give Shawnee the basketball back, and here come the Boo Birds, mainly from the student section of McAlester. Nearly with a huge steal. Allen nearly had another one. Across the half-court line, they threw it away. McAlester dialing up the pressure, and they get another turnover over to the Buffs. Woodmore will inbound over to Holloman. 1:45 remaining in OT with the Buffs leading 57-51. Woodmore, across half-court line, finding Holloman near corner. Holloman inside the circle over to Woodmore. With his heels near the circle. He'll dribble right, dribble left, drives in, floater up from the left elbow. Woodmore scores! Buffaloes lead by 8, their largest of the contest. 1:23 left to go in OT, 59-51. Putting the pressure on the Wolves, and Woodmore's going to foul Patton, which will send Patton to the free throw line for 2 shots here. Again, if there's anyone that you don't want to foul, it's Patton. Second on the team in free throw percentage at 84.2%. And Woodmore, that's a silent 5 fouls on him. He's done for the night. I didn't even know he was in foul trouble. We were looking mainly at Malachi, who's been playing with 4 for the last quarter and a half. Braden Bumpus is going to have to come in for Woodmore. Woodmore has 5 points, but again, he played a fantastic game, and he's going to get a round of applause from the McAlester faithful here. 2 shots on the way for Patton as the Wolves are in the double bonus. McAlester hoping for at least a miss here from Patton. Shot up. Not on that one. Rattles home. That's 20 points now for Dayton Patton. Came into the game averaging 8.5. Spin the ball, bend the knee, shot is up. Patton misses that one. Ball's up in the air, and it's going to be rebounded offensively by the Wolves. Right wing Patton. To the near corner, Rice couldn't be as aggressive as he wanted to there because of him playing with 4 fouls. Right wing Wicks pulls up for the 3. Missed it. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Wolves with 1:06 remaining in OT. 7-point game, the Buffaloes lead. Bumpus will look to inbound. Recently checked in for Woodmore. Inbound over to Holloman, who starts a dribble. Coming up on the 60-second mark left. Lobbing it up for grabs. Allen grabs it. Down inside to Chapman. Chapman off the right block. Scores and makes it 61-52. McAlester up by a game-high 9 points. Patton takes the left wing 3 on the way. It's off the back iron. Fight for the rebound. Chapman's got it along the baseline. Gives it off over to Allen. Allen over to Bumpus. 42 seconds left to go. McAlester leading by 9. Short corner. Bumpus dribbles into the corner. Lost the ball. Stolen by Wicks. And Bumpus is going to foul Wicks. You can't do that in the corner either. You're giving them 3 points here. It's going to be Bumpus' first foul. If you leave him alone, they still got to dribble the length of the court, which will burn time off the clock. And right now, that is Shawnee's worst enemy. Wicks at the free throw line. He is the team leading guy in free throw percentage. First shot up. It's good. 61-53. McAlester has to stay alive for the final 35 seconds. Even if he makes it here, it's still a 3-possession game. McAlester can burn some time. Second shot missed. Rebounded by Rice again. Over to Allen. Allen across the man, broke his ankles all the way to the rack with the floater. Allen might have just put the exclamation mark on this game, but we do have an injured Wolf in front of the scores table. Oh, and that's not a good sight to see. We have an injured Wolf. We'll take a timeout and come back here in just a moment on K.
Wow, look at all the new vehicles we have.
I know, we're getting new vehicles every day.
We want to make your holiday one to remember.
Receive a $500 gift card with each new vehicle purchase.
And happy holidays from all of us here at Fenton Nissan of McAlester.
Happy holidays! Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at FentonNissan.com.
Okay, it was Wicks that was down. He got off the court on his own power. That's good to see. As it's Shawnee with the basketball. 21 seconds left to go in overtime. McAlester is up by 10. Patton still scoring here. Pulls it within 8 as he's got 22 points. Bumpus inside the paint. 12 seconds left to go in OT. Passing over to Allen. Allen still in the backcourt. And we have a timeout called by Coach Hallman with 9 seconds remaining. So it looks like the Buffaloes are going to escape here with a win, as 2 out of their 3 wins on the year are going to come in overtime in McAlester. And also another comeback win for the Buffs. They were down by 6 at halftime.
Yeah, and last week it was Cole that led the comeback. This week it's Malachi Rice and Eli Chapman. Malachi Rice now has 21 points, and Eli Chapman was clutch in overtime too. He had 8 points.
And right now it's been all Buffaloes in the overtime. Leading by 8. Buffaloes have the ball. Coach Hallman, he still has timeouts to work with, but again, only 9 seconds left in OT. Buffaloes leading by 8. Bumpus will inbound it, looking for a man. Still looking, gives it over to Holloman. 8 seconds. Dribbles through defenders, gives it over to Chapman. Chapman dribbles past a man. Did he travel first? Double dribbled. 3.5 seconds left to go in OT. Student section starting to wave Shawnee goodbye right now. Inbound, 1 second. Half-court heat up at the buzzer is missed. And ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo fans far and wide, grab that brush and paint that win column. Black and gold, the Buffaloes get it done in OT again. 63-55, the final score, as McAlester has still not lost an overtime game since 2019. As So we will now be going over to our post-game stats momentarily. But again, final score, Buffaloes win 63-55 over the Shawnee Wolves. We'll take a break and be right back here on KN.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. Winter will be here before you know it, so call today, 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work, or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
Are you looking for the best customer service possible? McAlester Pepsi is your total beverage provider. From bar needs to school concession stands, McAlester Pepsi has everything in between. Fountain, vending, coolers, and cups. McAlester Pepsi has you covered. 2019 and 2020 and 2022 awarded Bottler of the Year. McAlester Pepsi has taken the hometown service to the national level with all eyes in the Pepsi world on McAlester. They're watching and wondering what's next. Visit McAllisterPepsi.com for more information. Locally owned and operated since 1939.
And if you're listening on the radio side of things, it always knows which liner to play after the boys win. Coach Holloman saying, paint that one column black and gold. As the Buffaloes did so, they have won 2 in a row now as they win 63-55 over the Shawnee Wolves in overtime. We've had 2 games at Bob Brumley. In the final year, we're playing varsity basketball at Bob Brumley, and we've had 2 overtime wins for the boys. Girls' game was great, too. The girls held on for a 42-39 win over the Shawnee Wolves, or Shawnee Lady Wolves, without hitting a 3. So it was a wild night of basketball, but good to see the black and gold come out on top. All right, let's go ahead and let's look at our post-game stats and our players of the game, brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn in Old Town McAlester. They have numerous flavors and colors of scrumptious kettle corn, perfect for sporting events, movie night, and special occasions. Wyatt?
Malachi Rice led in scoring with 21 points on 10 of 14 shooting, 1 of 3 from the charity stripe. He also had 14 boards, 6 offensive boards, 8 defensive boards.
And what's crazy is he slowed down in the second half. He had 9 rebounds in the first half.
Yeah, and also he had 1 steal. Cole Allen, got it right that time.
Yeah, you did.
Had 16 points on the night on 6 of 14 shooting.
He had 2 points in the first half, and he said, I'm tired of you calling me Cody Allen. I'm going to make you remember my name. If a buzzer-beating three-pointer couldn't do it, then I'm going to score 14 the rest of the way.
50% from 3, 4 of 8 was Cole Allen. 1 offensive board, 4 defensive boards. He also had 2 steals. Adonis Holloman shot 30% from the field, had 11 points, 1 of 5 from three-point land. He was 4 of 4 from the charity stripe, and he had 6 boards, 2 offensive boards, 4 defensive boards. He also had 1 steal. Eli Chapman, he went 4 of 5 from the field, scored 8 points on the night. He had 3 defensive boards and 1 steal. And Lewis Woodmore went 1 of 3 tonight. 3 of 5 from the charity stripe, had 5 points on the night and 1 offensive board. He also had 1 steal and 2 defensive boards. And looks like McKendrick had 1 made free throw with that 1 point, and Garrett Pickett also 1 made free throw, has 1 point on the night. That's going to round out your scoring.
All right, looking at the team stats here between the Buffs and the Wolves, and they shot much better in the second half than they did in the first.
McAlester shot 47%, 24 of 51. Meanwhile, Shawnee Wolves 20 of 58. That's good for 34%. From beyond the arc, McAlester shot 33%, 5 of 15. Shawnee 6 of 29. That's good for 21%. From the charity stripe, McAlester 10 of 16. That's good for 62%. Much better with their trips to the line. That was a key going into this one.
Especially to get to overtime and win in overtime.
Yeah, and also Shawnee, they were 9 of 18. That's good for 50% from the charity stripe. As far as rebounds go, McAlester had 33, Shawnee with 29. McAlester had 10 offensive boards, Shawnee with 12. McAlester had 23 defensive boards, Shawnee with 17. McAlester with 9 steals tonight. Looks like they forced Shawnee into, 16?
It looks like they had, 16 turnovers. McAlester did not really take all that good care of the ball. They ended up having 23 turnovers, but still won the game despite that.
Yeah, turnover bug has kind of bit them again. But each team with 2 blocks tonight, too.
All right, so your final thoughts on this one before we wrap it up.
Like you said, 2 classics here in Bob Brumley from the boys. Like we said, the first overtime game, Cole Allen came up clutch. Tonight it was Malachi Rice, without a doubt.
Yeah, and what's cool about it, again, the Buffaloes, in their games that they've won this year, it's been ultimate team ball. You have multiple guys in double digits, and when you can have you can spread the love a little bit, like the Buffaloes were able to do tonight, and have multiple guys, it kind of prevents you from honing in on one guy. And, like you said, against Broken Bow, it was Cole Allen that everyone was paying attention to. Tonight, it was guard Malachi Rice. And then all of a sudden, when Rice started being double-teamed down low in the paint, it's Eli Chapman that came alive in overtime. Lewis Woodmore has played great. These guys may not be putting up numbers that make it into the tweets for the leading scorers.
Great distribution, though.
But they are great distributors, and they have they do a lot of stuff well on the floor that doesn't always lead to the stat
That's
sheet.
why basketball is very much a team sport.
It's been great. I mean, Lewis Woodmore has played fantastic to start the year, like you said. Might not be averaging the most points per game, not be getting the most steals per game, but he's had multiple high IQ basketball plays, being a great teammate so far. Eli Chapman, again, 4 or 5 from the field after, again, only shooting 20% coming into the game. He had some high-quality shots inside the paint, and also with great looks over to Malachi Rice. I'm telling you, when those two are at the top of their game, they're 2 of the best post players in the state of Oklahoma in Class 5A. They really are, I believe so. And Rice has been showing it. Chapman starting to come into it now as he's getting into week 2 of basketball here for those guys. And Cole Allen obviously had a rough start to the game, 2 points. Finished it off 14 more, not Cody Allen. And Adonis Holloman, again.
You're going to bring that up for the rest of the season.
I will. Adonis Holloman didn't have the 22 points he had against Jinx JV, but he had 11 points and was a great point guard tonight and also turned up the pressure defensively. So it's what you like to see for the McAlester Buffaloes. I like the way that they're trending moving forward, but they have one more tough test coming up on Friday as we have the Bishop Kelly Comets and the Lady Comets coming up. Every time that they play, for the girls' games and for the boys' games, it's always a close game. So you're going to want to make sure that you're here for the final game of the 2022 calendar year for McAlester basketball because it's sure to be a good one. McAlester swept, the Lady Buffaloes swept Bishop Kelly last year. The boys split with Bishop Kelly, but the game that was in Bishop Kelly last year to end the 2021 calendar year was phenomenal.
That one was wild. All kinds of crazy things happened in that game.
So you want to make sure that you're here for maybe another possible wild game because if the first 2 games of the boys are any indication, you're going to get your money's worth. All right, so can you thank our sponsors one final time, and we will wrap it up.
They are Best Western American, Fenton Nissan, WE Offered Propane, Freedom Ford, Caring Hands Healthcare Centers, the Bank N.A., Buck Wilson Frame Body Shop, Pepsi Cola of McAlester, Vickers Power Sports, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, and Vickers Furniture. Thank you guys for putting us on the air.
And a big thank you to our senior board operator, Austin Week, for his work tonight, and from our video board operator, Christy Carr, as well. From Bob Brumley Gymnasium, the House on the Hill in McAlester, Oklahoma, the Lady Buffaloes won a close one, 42-39, and McAlester boys won in overtime by 8, 63-55. Until Friday, when McAlester basketball wraps up the 2022 calendar year at home against Bishop Kelly, on behalf of Wyatt Hubbard and myself, this is Brandon Green saying,